get their first win on the board.
You're going home! Optic Texas have been perfect.
It feels amazing, man, especially what we've gone through as a year with me and Brandon. I'm so happy right now.
Job's not finished, but we're going to keep this momentum going, and we're looking to win this tournament.
Lock in, Ontario. We've got ourselves a battle.
It's not just one. Everybody is having their moment.
Nancy puts it forward. It's about play with the clock. For Nasty.
Shotzi gets all four, wiping them off the board.
He's won. Kleenex tag. Bang. Travis for the 1v2.
Just flips the round on its head. Mr. Takeover. Hydra.
Oh, my God. It's unheard of.
This man is going.
Another one. Road start!
The stage is being set for the most explosive finale of the year. Our final two teams have made it to the summit of our league, and now only one organization can reach the pinnacle of Kai Champs. And it's time to bring on our first two squads. Get ready, everybody, because coming from all the smoke of the losers bracket, get loud for the Vancouver Surge.
Not only do they already have one of the best placements their organization has ever seen, they are looking to come from losers round one to a championship ring. And it's a roster full of players that have been overlooked, underrated, and have made a statement. And they've got to go through the green wall.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. The next squad coming to the stage. They've been playing perfect all tournament long. Looking to defend that trophy and keep it in the South. Your 2024 World Champions. Make some noise for Optic Texas.
Champs looking to get another ring. Dashy, Shotzi, and Hoop looking to cement their legacy. Mercury's looking to build his. It's going to be a tough battle, but they have walked through everybody so far in this tournament. It's the grand final, and it's Optic Texas going up against Surge.
Yes, it is. We have the Kings of the North versus the Kings of the South here in our league. But only one of these squads can lift this trophy and be Call of Duty champions. But now who shall it be? It's time to find out. Ontario, make some noise for our squads on the stage. Your Call of Duty champs starts now.
What a tournament it has been. Legacies on the line. We have seen some of the most unbelievable upsets in Call of Duty history take place over the last few days. Might see another one today. Who knows though, folks. My name is Miles Ross, no relation to Bob, and this is Chance, and we are ready for one hell of a tournament.
And this is going to be a fun one. All the prep work I did coming into it, it was not for this grand finals.
Yep.
Let me tell you, it has been a story of upsets. And for Optic, those fans have gone through a gauntlet this year, as the players have. How excited they are to see their team right back on the main stage.
Forget a terrible year with a fantastic performance at Champs. Optic did the same thing last year, and my God, they're trying to do it again here. The same could be said in its own way for Vancouver Surge. 2 second-place finishes, no wins or no map wins in either of those matchups. To get one here would truly be something special.
And these are two teams with stories intertwined. Vancouver Surge had Hook on their roster last year. They wanted something different. It was an immediate regret, and they end up picking up Neptune, and he was the panacea for the poison that they were dealt with in stage 1. But you lose a Hook, now you gotta face off against them, and it is the ultimate revenge to get a win on this stage. But of course, the storyline's out of control. Rambo Ray, former coach of Optic Texas. I mean, listen, it spans decades between these two guys. Who's coach, who's a player, how many rings we have on the stage. Karma might have 5 on one hand.
He might. He's also taken Ray down in a grand finals or 2 as well. So, no love lost. The competition runs deep here at Champs. And what a series we have on our hands. The first map, Hacienda Hardpoint.
And everyone knows how important this first map is. Optic right now have been perfect in this tournament, a momentum-based team. If Vancouver give it away, well, on the flip side, we know for Vancouver, no stranger to a grand finals, they have yet to get a map win.
Here we go! Map 1! Optic Texas yet to drop a map so far in the tournament. Vancouver Surge, they're a handy-dandy team when it comes to hardpoint. Into it we go. Nasty and Neptune finding the kills, get the opening time.
Hey, stopping all the flanks rolling through. Who might make the impact, but at least you shut down Mercules off the rip. Anytime he falls in the feed, Vancouver gonna breathe a sigh of relief, but there you go. 3 there from Optic, the time is theirs.
Yeah, 3 dead's a massive win now, not only to get some hardpoint time. We play first to 250 here in the COD League. You're going to make your way over towards the new hard point on the top right-hand side of the mini-map as well. Every minute they're going to change positions, and our players know where they're at. 3 dead again now. Optic, though, they're the ones gone.
And you got a Boozer, sophomore season. Him and Nasty looking to join the ranks of the EU GOATs, trying to be the first one to get that ring, and they got the setup around P2. It has been a struggle point this hill for Optic Texas, and right now Vancouver trying to take full advantage.
This is a lovely P2. A very promising hill for a huge amount of hardpoint time. Through the well, through the side door, now through the driveway. 04's going to run for it now, trying to reinforce the players on point. And what do you know, folks? Optic, what a break.
Instantaneous, no time wasted. Every single player winning their gunfights, and Dasher with the Jackal gets on the board as well.
Counterattack on now for Surge. The quick reaction, they're going to have it indeed over to driveway. And Dashi, immaculate tracking. Big Bruce. lands 2. Mercules on the 3rd.
Undeniable how good these two players are. Laser beams, I feel like the bullets missed are only intentional. Number 7, though, just slipped the net. Nasty might be able to get the players out of time, and there you go. A moment of mishap from Optic. The first mistake made, and that turns into a 4 down, and they spawn out. Vancouver, they're right back in it.
A massive moment for Vancouver. Optic are now trapped. They're going to battle their way through. Nasty only gets 1 to his name before the new hard point comes up. Low left-hand side of the minimap, over defenses. Surge in position.
Trophies out, ready to go, and you got roamers all over the place. 0-4 behind enemy lines, trying to slow him down. Well, he gets the entry of Booze up on time, though. Loses it to Shotzi.
Whoa!
So Shotzi, the nuisance, he gets through. He breaks you down. Optic Texas are in.
Like a rash. Mercury is going to get the second there, but the hard point now swarming with the green of Optic. And a sneaky play up over the top. Neptune gets himself involved in the fight. Can't get a second on a hook. Trades are there. Dashy last man left up on this side of the map. And there's a pinch developing now with Surge on time.
Oh, yeah, we are battling in this one. 0-4 winning a gunfight from time. Dashy trying to be pushed out, and he's reading the spawns for the moment. 2 in the feed there from Optic, and Dashy gets the guy out of time as well. A battle here on P3, and Optic come out on top. And even on the rotation, Optic are there first, but the white arrows are coming. Shotzi takes him down.
Shotzi's got to win this, and he does. Abuza's not going to be in play for a moment. Nasty and Co, they're spawning on the right side of the map to Shotzi now, and they're going to make their way over to Rock. Another great hard point. You can accumulate a huge amount of time here with Optic in control. Let's go for a listen in.
He's going to slide in a sec. I'm here.
Open Nasty, 1 HP.
Yes, they need me.
Pinch, one's pinch.
Two open.
He's hitting pinch, close checkers. He was one shot.
One shot, absolute Abuza. One shot, Abuza.
I'm chowing this. I'm one shot.
Back up.
I'm just take her out.
I'm chowing outer. I'm holding outer. Outer dead.
Nice.
Oh, inner dead. I'm absolute on time. I need to nice. Close line, bud.
I'm open. Yo, one backed up lobby.
Two lambo.
Good, 2 more level.
Okay, stay down.
Nice. Guys, go and touch fire on me.
Yeah, I'm picking up dark. Try to pick up close.
You ran like secret there.
I'm looking dark.
Gates up dark. He jumped out. Flanking plat. Flanking plat. No cap.
Plat, one shot on me. Good call, dead. I'm pushed out there, plat. I'm spawn killing. Top plat, 0-4 dead. Plat, one shot. Plat was one shot.
Nice, two. That's not two.
One more. He's going to open and close.
Right back off spawn.
Are close?
Yeah.
Bottom you, watch out.
I have your open shot. Open, dead. Another one.
Yo, D-plat. 1 HP Nasty, D-plat.
Nice, get that time.
Yo, make sure you block whoever stop close.
Yeah, should be good.
Yo, he's already top dark. Dead.
They're gonna go.
The one might go around.
Open one shot, opens a bullet, Nasty.
Yeah, they're going open. I'm helping you open. Watch your open. One guy's deep close.
Yeah, deep close.
Keep closing open.
One shot close window. There's 3 out there.
He's fine. Just hold. Watch your front new. He's probably through.
Nothing front new. He could be through. Nothing front new. They could be in the back.
That's him. No, touch power, Nasty. That was the first guy.
Nothing front new.
That was the first guy. We're good.
When is our top open? Our top open now.
Yo, we're spawning them well. We are spawning them
Yeah,
well.
I'm looking at it.
Watch out. Help the time.
Watch out.
You got my front?
Yeah, I'm here as well. Just go.
You can help him, Mace.
Push in the back of me.
Help him. I'm shouting on your side.
0-4 got me. 0-4 got me. Another one. Two. Stay down.
Yo, stay down. Watch your center. Watch your center. Cider dead.
Nice shit.
Another one at a time.
I got it well.
Okay, go.
Taking the water out. You go front with it.
I'll kill one back there.
Unbelievably calm there from Optic, and look, this is a perfect tracking of players. It is a perfect tracking of spawns. They're reading everything. That being said, Vancouver Surge, best P2 break team in the game on this hill. This is where they fight back to get through, but Shotzi looking to take it from you. It's a battle for the final 20s.
Great stuff for Surge again. 3 dead. Last man can be up. Hercules fighting his way forward. Trades are done there. Once again, though, looking for the awkward spawn moment. We're looking for that man to be spawning on the right-hand side. It's Optic again. 0-4 on a 6 spree. Looking to get himself a Hellstorm to play with in a moment. That's going to be very useful in the new hill.
Yeah, Bait and Booza, let him slide out, get the action going. He just needs this kill. It could be a monumental impact, especially on a P4. He needs to secure this next one.
They want to give him at least one. He has nothing left to throw. It has to be a killer and assist.
Slams.
Unbelievable. That hurts a lot in the long run. We'll see how this hard point goes, though, because again, Optic have locked it down.
You put all your chips in towards getting that streak, and you didn't necessarily put pressure on time. And no! Shotzzy picks up 3 in a row, 3 dead again.
Superstar players make the big plays in the big moments, and Shotzzy right now is doing it all. Double positive over Min in the Hill, and he just won every single key gunfight. That is a man hunting for his 3rd ring.
Go for that 3 spree. You'll get 4 kills before he gets to the ring, though. Oh, what a move. Omni movement keeps him alive in the play for a minute longer, and a couple more now from the front side of the hard point. Shotzzy and Hook from inside time. Fighting for the kills. Contest is good. Vancouver holding it together.
And look at what this is doing on the minimap, by the way. He's just buying so much time. His spree continues, but him just contesting allows his teammates to get fully set up and new. So Mercury's been lying in wait, ready for the kills.
He's got himself hard point right now. Up to Texas with the lead. We're going to see Vancouver Surge trying to get the break here on Rock. Let's go for a listen in.
I need to like back B2. Okay, he's so close, John. Go in office. You can kill him.
Don't let me get shot for P2. He's office. Okay. I'm not telling you that.
Last one there.
Don't tell me.
Two there.
One is gone time. Two here.
Keep the whole simple, by the way.
Let's go, Tommy.
I'll go in front, okay? You guys go in mid.
Yeah, probably the fire.
He's not pushing out. Fire, weak. He's low fire, okay?
Two that side. We're just gonna hold. Sit down. 2-0. Yo, he pushed out. Go close. I'm gonna have to open.
3-5, 2-0. Show and dash.
I'm
not out yet. You have
I'm sitting back.
One was on spawning.
I'm open. They're gonna do some finishes.
Just take a flower around. One more plant. Getting close to the end here, the business end of our Hacienda hardpoint. Neptune alive in the hill, trying to stay alive. The comms as chaotic as you like now with 3 dead. We're looking at a big moment here for Optic.
Yeah, they do not have a choice in the matter of Vancouver. There was nothing they could do on this map. Shotzzy just popped takeover. Not even saying they're hitting the pre-fires. You are walking in the bullets. You are walking into death. 10 points away in Optic secure. Map number 1.
5 for Dashy, 5 for Shotzzy. A few more points now. Anyone here close by? Oh, it's another from Bruce on time. And that is map number 1. Optic draw first blood. A heated opening here in our grand finals. Young Shotzzy, he talked trash at the start of the year and it didn't pay him much. Now, seems to be going okay.
They were saving the build-up for their powers for this very moment. This is an unbelievable performance in map number 1. Shotzzy just went double positive, 27 and 13. And obviously, his multi-kills were a spectacle, locking down his rotations, especially shutting down 0-4. Vancouver were fighting back. They created these moments to get back in the game. He was having none of it. And his duo right there next to him, 26 and 19 from Hook. That is feed up a comfortable map 1 win. And they remain perfect. That is 10 maps in a row at Champs. Optic, undeniable.
Yeah, this is a real powerful string of dominance. We've not seen the likes of this in a hot minute, folks. Highlights from map number 1. Vancouver Surge with some good looks at the first set of hard points. We'll see the game flow in a moment. After the second P1, there was no going back. Optic caught fire. And that train ran all the way to 250. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, and this moment right here from Shotzzy too, like they made that mistake on P2, Optic did. All 4 players spawn out. Shotzzy finds that route, pops a 2-piece on time, and any momentum Vancouver could have gotten, crushed. Any, like, just again, multi-kills on multi-kills. The man has the vision. He's not hyperactive in the comms. That man is in the game.
Yeah, it really is. A couple of nice moments here from 0-4. This is the beginning of the 6th spree. And the end of it, as Shotzzy picks up an insane 2-piece here on the back line. Again, that is a huge moment with Surge. Maybe a little bit too much time thinking, a little bit less time in-game and making those heads-up plays and those aggressive plays that we've seen them make all tournament long. One of the stronger teams in hardpoint. Surge just got turned inside out there by Optic. That's map 1.
And how about that look? There are no regrets anymore. He is playing with absolute fire. And the Des talked about it, and this is the main theme, right? Optic 10-0. They've had a perfect tournament thus far, and in the grand finals, Vancouver Surge. Right now, they're 0 for 9. They are struggling. They need the momentum. You can't give Optic any And of course, they need some themselves. A painful start, and dealership S&D. It'll be the opportunity for Vancouver to get the bounce back, but it's a dicey one.
The dealership's a fun one. We've seen a couple of these already. Your Surge have got wins on it previously against Heretics. So it's an explosive map. It's a new addition here to the Bo6 pool and to the cold competitive side of things. Where are you feeling about this one, mate? Momentum is obviously a big deal, but I think this could be a Surge comeback.
Well, you know, if we're looking at this from the Vancouver perspective, we saw them play this map against Miami. They were hammering the A site, very consistent about getting the bomb down, but they were not able to hold on. Vancouver actually has the best bomb plant rate in the league on this map. And on the flip side from Optic, they're not good at the retakes. They have not had success on dealership. However, in the game mode, they do have a Mercules now, the extra weapon. He is a 3.0 KD. Dashy's got a 2.38 in Shotzi. I mean, mediocre, only hanging out with a 1.3. I mean, these guys have been absolutely bonkers. Mercules, in the 3 S&Ds he's played, he's only died 8 times.
8 times in 3 Search Destroyers at Champs. It is indeed a record. He's not going to quite match the 700 kills that Formal got across his tournament, but it's a different era, folks. It's a little different these days. The kills count a little bit wilder. Here we go, map number 2. Dealership, Search and Destroy. It's first to 6. Our teams will take turns attacking and defending bomb sites. You've only got 1 life per round, so use it wisely.
And again, Vancouver incredibly efficient at getting the bomb down on this map, and Optic traditionally not good on the retakes. That being said, we know they've got the tech. They've got the wall bang spot. Shotzi loves his action over towards A. Hook has shown off the goods over towards the B site. They have had a month to prepare for this very map and very moment. Right now, Optic are full speed ahead.
And there's some of the players who showed us some of the tech on this map first time round. Looks like we're going to B. Hook's going to be the man of the moment. Shoulders thrown, intel gained, but the duel is now on. 04, will the stun connect? Yeah, it does. Not enough to force the fight. Neptune there, up close and personal as well. And what do you know? After the smoke clears, after the stuns are finished, it's a nade from 04.
That was the frontline trenches. That was no man's land with the number of nades that just landed. You got Mercules playing a cheeky spot. If Vancouver elects to go for B, he should be good for 1.
Oh, Boozer, nice slow from the back line there. Mercules has found himself a corner and unaware though. The fellas have managed to get themselves into the bomb site. Planted, that's a surprise. But they have not accounted for young Mercules. Dash on the side. The first peppering. Man down, number 1. 2v3. Boozer!
What an angle.
Depths again. 1v3 now for Dashy. 25 seconds.
Yeah, just has the angle on the bomb. Dashy, massive problems to solve.
Okay, 20 to go. Reposition. Re-challenge. He's running out of time, and Surge know that. He needs 7.5 seconds to defuse the bomb. Kills or not, time was against him. Surge on the board.
And that is a round they so desperately needed. Abuza with a fantastic pickup on Shotzi. Typically the movement on point, that shoulder being thrown, he just did not have the vision to spot out Abuza, and he dropped them in an instant. That's a good first blood, great follow-up from Vancouver, and they can slow the pace down just a touch.
Yeah, Boozer's first blood as well, and Dashi from way deep. He's got the angles here. You can't take these secrets with you into Black Ops 7. You're going to see the goods pulled out here, and maybe some of them in a couple of weeks' time. But until then,
we got to square up into the A side.
Glass shatter, nades explode. 04 trying to get involved in the fight. Optic on the tactical retreat. Dashy with the coverage.
Yeah, they backed him down. Dash is being left just to see if he can pick up an air in 04. But that bomb over towards B. Hoop now leading that charge. And Optic have taken control of the middle of the map. So they got all the pieces in place. It's just a matter of trying to get this bomb down.
I mean, Neptune's in a position here to maybe get a kill. He gets so much damage. Dashy sends it forward, traded out. A 3v3 now. But 04, he's in position as well to get something going. Shotzi, is your timing great or is your timing bad? We're going to find out in a second. B-bomb being planted. Here we go. Shots there from Hook. Abuza now suppressed. Have to back on up. Great damage. 04 from the window. Can't get the 2. 1v1. Wow. And Abuza rips the head of Shotzi clean off.
Yeah, Shotzi has just been a few pixels on his screen, but that is all Abuza needs to work with, and that is 2 rounds in a row. Frankly, in my mind, I'm thinking that's good plays from Optic. Hopping off the bomb at the right time, the communication clearly being shown off, but not enough to slow that man down. 3-0 start for Abuza.
That's nice stuff. spicy rounds as well. A-bomb site has a lot of exploding cars near it, folks. I mean, you in the venue know this place shakes when they go, but for those at home who maybe are unaware, it is a minefield out there. And it's where we're going this round. Thank you very much, Surge. Do what they can to clear those out with their own nades. They're not going to get too much information, and the trophies are going to help out for the time being.
Dashy's playing a little aggressive as well. He's got Hook here for support, and Mercules looking through the garage door. So plenty of presence on the defensive end to try to slow this one down. And Vancouver, they want it. They are moving forward.
Neptune. Smooth moves, and somehow Abuza finds another. He's on a 4 spree. And Neptune, oh, what a spot. Oh, a little bit eager. Unreal. Surge, another electric round, 3-0 here on Dealership.
Full speed ahead, 3 for 3 on the first blood front, and that is an aggressive play call as well. All the presence there on defense. Vancouver happy to square up, and Abuza, this is where he has been at his best all year. The A Street on Dealership, he has made it his home. A lot of teams try to avoid him if possible, and for good reason. Right now, untouchable.
That's the 5 sprees, guarantees himself an RCXD car, much like the one you saw in the introduction to this very matchup. Nades up and over towards the A site as well. So Vancouver, they've stacked up over towards B, but that stun tells you plenty. Watch those arrows move soon. Shotzzy, he's going to be the man on the flank.
And I think Abuza might be calling in the RC car as well, so you're going to get the information on the retake. Actually, he's playing up top, so they're expecting the pressure to be pushing through.
Oh!
But there's the nades, there's the RC car, and there goes Optic.
Run, Bruce, run! It's on your heels, and if it's not on your heels, Neptune is. The car's there for it as well. There's now Shotzzy on the roam looking for something, and he can't even catch a kill. Another perfect round from Vancouver Surge.
Yeah, and they're starting to feel it now. Get those juices flowing. Knock off the Rust after map number 1. Nasty, nice smile on his face, and it was 0-4 with the RC car there. The moment he got out, a free kill falls into his lap. It's not just a Abuza, that is perfect. 0-4, 5-1. And the difficulty of planning on this site with no trophies. The expectation is you will be met with nades.
Yeah, the timing as well of the RC car. There's so much smoke there created by the car exploding. You're going to sneak in there and maybe catch another player out, but beautiful stuff from Surge. 6-0 from Abuza. He has himself the Hellstorm here in a Champs Grand Final, and here it comes.
Everybody towards the middle of the map. You got Mercules outside. Free bomb plant though. You don't have to worry about the vent just yet. No connection, but easy plant, and this is the test. Optic's ability to retake this A site.
Yeah, they completely vacated. Surge, nowhere to be found. No trophies, no nothing, no show. Couple of explosions here or there. Tags in a Shotzzy. Neptune working the flank. Dashy watching it diligently. Time ticking. Who will draw first blood? It's Nep on the flank. 0-4 down as well. And what a round! Dashy alone. 1v3. Hope fading here on Dealership. And from the top rope, a swanton bomb of Surge splashes Optic. Map point.
Superman looking to go Super Saiyan. That is big man jumping off the top, making it work, and that is an 8-1 start. How relaxed and composed 0-4 is. Him and Abuza, it is their sophomore year together, and here they are on the main stage. He came in as a rookie, and you had longtime players chirping him. He bites back in game.
Yeah, but we put a lot on the line when it comes to talking trash against 0-4. 1 round away from Vancouver Surge, not only tying up the series, but finding their first win in the finals. No better place to do it with an aggressive round towards A. Luke's pumped the brakes with damn good reason. They are outside the threshold. Here comes the hit. And 0-4 doesn't check the right corner. First blood's there, but the trades are instant. Mercules bangs up, has to run away.
Neptune backing players down. Shotzzy right now preying on the flank. Somebody slips through, but no dice for the moment. Might be a standoff battle. Nasty's thinking about the idea. Do not want to scam in a 3v3.
They're trying to back up. Oh my good God, the timing in the middle of the map is also unbelievable. Nasty gets it. Shotzi's gone, and now you're trapped. It's a rock, a hard place, and soon to be 1-1 here in the finals. Mercules alone. What kind of magic can he conjure up? Nothing. Surge. They've done it. Elation. The first map in a grand finals. And 1-1 here at Champs.
breaking the seal. You never forget your first, and there we go. We got ourselves a series, a perfect slamming of a 6-0. Every single strat calibrated and ready to go. The bomb plant successful in the first bloods, even more impressive. Hook, uncharacteristically, 4 first deaths. That map, Vancouver, they had identified him as the potential threat, and they took him down.
Abuza yet to drop a life there in that search and destroy. 7-0, the inverse bond. An unbelievable look, and again, great homework being done there clearly by Optic. They knew what was coming their way, but they were just unable to deal with Surge. A little bit of luck, a little bit of magic. Nasty, the final kill on the shot, see there, perfect timing through mid. By the end of the day, 6-0 is one hell of a statement.
Yeah, and of course the assist looking good as well. Everybody being a contributor there on the side of Vancouver, and Shotzi chirping like crazy after map number 1. Well, had to eat the pill on map number 2. So we got ourselves a battle on the main stage. It'll be Protocol Control that we are going to next. That is going to set the tone.
Yeah, Control, very, very different kind of game mode here in our grand finals. A little bit of a love child between Search and Destroy and Hardpoint. I'll have to always say that. More on that a little bit later, but for now, 1-1 going into our first Control. Desk is hot stuff already.
Was not expecting to be working this early already. A 6-0 in Search and Destroy brings us here with a 1-1 record, and you heard Chance say it. They finally popped it, right?
Yeah.
They got their first win in a grand final, Joe. What can they do from here? And also, we were wondering, what happens to Optic once they get bloodied? Finally, they've been punched in the mouth.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like, there is an advantage for Surge right early. We talked about this with some of their stronger maps, and they got one, right? That's what they needed. And in a BO9, you play for Search and Destroys, right?
Okay.
This Surge team, you have been a team much longer than this Optic team. This Optic team's map pool is going to be tested, but they come out and win that hard point number 1. Looks great, but Search and Destroy, man, this dealership was perfection out of Surge.
Ali, you told me it might come down to 0-4 and Abuza today.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they combined for 15-2 in Search and Destroy. Abuza didn't die.
This is an incredible showing. If you're on side Vancouver Surge and you're a fan of them right now, if 0-4 and Abuza are shooting like this, yes, dealership is a strong map for Vancouver, but it should be for Optic Texas as well. 4-1 heading into this right now. I think the biggest thing for me right now is Vancouver Surge just played this so patient, and also getting these opening goals number 2 on the season. They were actually able to convert them during this series, shutting down Optic Texas, not really giving them a whole lot of wiggle rooms, getting pressure up on the map, man.
Yeah, I love the approach to Vancouver. I mean, you saw it in the Miami series a little bit, how they wanted to play this, where it's like, we're going to take A away early and force Optic to try to play their mid on their offensive rounds, maybe go over towards B, and nothing could work for Optic Texas. You couple that with Abuza. Remember when this map first got added to the map pool, he was just locking down the street. Nobody wanted to go over towards A. The vintage Abuza came out on dealership once again. He was lights out here in game 2.
It's a little bit of history in the making. Will we see our first ever team make the losers bracket run to wear the crown here at Champs? Rambo Ray tried to do it back in Call of Duty Ghost alongside Nameless and Study. Now he's trying to do it at the helm with Vancouver and Joey D. Holy crap, the whole crew is here tonight, Joe. We got Protocol loading up for game 3, but talk to me about this first respawn. What did you learn on Hacienda?
Well, honestly, I thought it was like pretty sloppy from both sides. There was a lot of breaks at some of the early money hills. There was good responses, but it was just the Optic multi-kills. They came in at the right times. The breaks were clean. There was a moment, I think it was a key moment. It was like the second P2.
Okay.
0-4 goes on a spree, and he pushes out of the hill with 15 seconds left. He would have gotten a Hellstorm. If he gets that Hellstorm, I think they break a P3 or a P4. They don't. They get stalled out right there. So I think that was a big mistake from him. But you tie up the series.
Maybe play for streaks a little bit more in the future. We're going to dial in more on one more play. What do you got for me, Ant?
Yeah, and to elaborate on that, Joe, they could have used the streak right here,
Yes,
and it would have been massive. So let's jump into Optic on their breaks this weekend have just been lights out. So we're going to roll this clip, and then we'll jump into the telestration here in a moment. So you're going to see Ron Rock Hill, and this is what I like to call end-game setup if you're Vancouver. They're going to get to a flawless setup. So right here, degree of difficulty, max level difficulty if you're Optic Texas, and this is what they've been doing so well this weekend. You're going to see number 1, this is Hook. He's going to go through, kill 7, and that's going to open up mid-hallway closed, so 2 players on Optic Texas can go over towards time. And it's really the nitty-gritty on how they're playing these moments in these situations. So when they get closer to this break, I'll tell you exactly what Optic Texas are doing. So right here, you see Hook gets to come onto Nasty. Now I need to get more info. Okay, nobody's on the backside. I died, so we know there's 2 players left near or around the hill. So Mercules, he's trying to just get some information. You're going to send Shotzi in. He's going to kill number 5. And then end right here, you know, since this guy's on the hill and Hook just cleared this area, last guy has to be Lambo. So Shotzi immediately focuses the player towards Lambo, finds the two-piece, and this is Optic Texas poetry in motion. This is how you break a hill. Vancouver were just in the end game setup. Everybody's making the perfect play, the perfect call, and executing at the highest level imaginable.
Vancouver spreading out on the money hill, and they get punished for it. Optic just busting through the door and taking away game number 1. We have another respawn coming up, but it is Control. Alley Cat, give me 2 players to look at. What are you eyeing going into this game 3?
If I'm looking at the side of Optic Texas, I'm looking at Shotzi right now. I feel like him getting lost in this protocol is going to be huge for Optic Texas's success. And on the side of Vancouver Surge, I'm going to stick with 0-4. I think he needs a little bit of redemption after that map number 1. That map number 2 was electric. I think he brings it into map 3.
I got to say, it feels great to have the packed house here in Ontario. Welcome in, everybody. It is time for game number 3 as we send it back to the casters.
Thank you very much. Beautiful decks. Got players to get you ready to get back onto stage as we load up Control. Great quick scope there. I appreciate that. Lots of lovely intel passed over for you viewers at home, wondering how you can become a pro. Pro tip, it's really hard.
Extraordinarily difficult. I play 12 hours a day. I cannot sniff a kill against guys like this. 0-4 on this map yesterday. Hit some of the best shots I have seen in all of Black Ops 6. He was gunning people down cross map with the Jackal off of the P2 heady nonetheless. And for a game mode that over the course of the year for Vancouver, it has been a struggle in Control on every single map. As of late, they have found their form. Not unbeatable, but extremely good, and especially so that protocol they had against Miami looked good. It has set the table for this map. They are capable. They have proven they can take Optic down. Now are 10-1 at Champs. Still the front runners.
History made already. We're not even in the map 3. The game of Control now underway. It is first to 3-round wins. We'll take turns attacking and defending these 2 zones. 30 lives either side. If you run out, you lose.
Oh, they're trying Mercules. Good luck with that one. That sounds like a nightmare to me. And already you're getting tags in from what feels like a ghost. No amount of comfort. 20 seconds in this round have gone by, and Vancouver haven't even shot their guns, and Shotzi's behind you.
Got Shotzi behind you. That would have been an amazing kill, but again, Shotzi, lots of damage dealt. Neptune trying to move into the trade. An ideal scenario to find yourself in now. Trying to battle towards the middle of the map, but terrible news for Surge. Optic are everywhere.
Yeah, they've got the lockdown. Mercury picks up 2. You can't cross the middle of the map, and there's the flex. Good for 3.
Flexing big time. Woo! He is soaring today on a hook. Can he get the second? No, trades are there. Once again, Surge trying desperately to get out of spawn. There are 2 more Optic members in there.
Half the round is gone. Dashy's the setup, man. Shotzi's behind you, and now you're stuck. Number 7 and number 5 got to create space. 0-4 wins a fight in the feed, but Dashy playing for the spawners.
Still playing for spawners. At least somebody has managed to make their way out, and it's going to be 0-4, but at this point in time, you have to get on the zone. You need to stop the clock. You cannot do so without a body on it, and that's A, slowly being captured. Anyone in position to help defend this? As 0-4, he drops on the other side of the map, now eyes forward. Slow and steady. 1 segment, no, doesn't get sealed. As Surge are still in spawn.
Oh yeah, they can do absolutely nothing. They are down to 14 lives. They're gonna lose this round. The question is how badly. Not a single tick of progress is gonna go through, unless they can get this last-ditch effort, but it is a hope and a prayer to even get there. That is a perfect round of defense from Optic.
22 lives, Optic had 12. All Surge had. That was a beatdown in round 1.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, they got the spawn trap right from the jump. Even off the break, no one on Vancouver making moves because they got locked down everywhere. Underground route was taken care of, mid-map was taken care of, and the grass route also under lock and key. Mercules, no nerves right now on the main stage. 3rd tournament at this level, playing with a bunch of world champs by his side, and he is looking like the MVP. Beautiful round 1.
What a story for Merc. We'll get back on that a little bit later. Round 2's on its way. Well, you swap sides here in Controls. Vancouver Surge will be defending now. Optic, they'll be on the attack. Let's see if Surge can apply the same kind of pressure we saw in the previous round.
Looking for some space. Shotzi, no time wasted. Does get first blooded though. The trade's not quite there. So an opening break for Vancouver. Needed to take things slow when the gunfights. They have done so.
We've seen this sort of trend in this tournament already. occasionally be very defensively heavy, or it could be an offensive shootout, and this time around looks like defense reigns supreme. Dashy holding the back line down. 04 still trying to keep them contained. Out through the right flank, no trades, now we've got him, and Hook soaring his way out.
Well, able to get out over towards the B site, but helicopter control, Nasty has it, and if you're forced to go this direction, well, Neptune will be a thorn in your side. And once again, you don't have helicopter, Optic are forced to go to B.
Yeah, we're on B now. Looking at a bit of a momentary stack. Here comes 04 from the stairwell. Is anyone going to check it? Stun connect. Breach and clear. Neptune over the top. Mercules, what a 2. Perfect transition. Boozer gets it. Only can get 1 as Mercules' roll continues on 4.
Yeah, and well, you've opened up the helicopter, so now you can finally go towards this A site, go for the standard push. Optic only down 5 lives, so the potential in the kills column is there. Problem is, less than 30 on the clock, and now, if you're looking at the minimap, Vancouver are crawling around your base.
Yeah, they're all over it. That's all you want to see as a Surge fan. However, on towards A lone man gets out. And now a little bit of space to work with. Contest done. Neptune saves the zone. 20 seconds. Mercury's down as well. Nep starting to get hot.
Yeah, and this is good trust as well. 04 didn't bite on the A pressure. He was trusting his teammates to win the gunfights. They do so. Nasty has the help. Number 6 over top. There's the teamwork. There's the coordination. A 4-man wipe in the feed, and defense reigns supreme. Perfection on both sides. No ticks of progress. If you hate playing the objective, you're loving this game right now.
1-1, they're in control. It's only taken 3 minutes and 37 seconds, so not that is just testament to the fact that we have not seen a huge amount of objective play. That's crazy.
Just for the idea of how bad these spawn traps is, you had round number 1 for Abuza, started off 0-6, really struggling in the offensive round there. Dashy only had to go 1-1 in that first round. It was feet up because his teammates were doing everything well. He went 1-6 the following round. So your main ARs are struggling because the SMGs, I mean, they're just existing inside of your spawn.
Yeah, we saw 04 having a really nice time there by Pillars, same way Hukan Shotson did in the previous round. Swap sides once again. Will Optic have the same good looks on defense?
And if you're struggling on the attack, you need to get open and break.
Off the rip, not looking great. Neptune's trying to change that. And he's got out. Wrong gun for the job. Mercules wants the chow.
Mercules doing a great job just making sure he was denying access to the steps, making sure Neptune couldn't take any space and draws him back in. So heads up plays there from Mercules and Optic, who once again off the opening break. I mean, they've made it here and it is a nightmare.
Oh man, again, Shotzzy now on a 3. It's going to come to a close quite quickly. Again, you've not necessarily got the numbers here, Optic, but you do have the positioning. The man upstairs, now down and out. Over to A we go, and what do you know, boys? Fresh air in the lungs.
Finally, true opening, and honestly, at this point, you're happy if you can get a single tick, so if they can get 1, maybe worth celebrating, but still, the pinch is rolling through, Hooks on the back line, everybody falling outside of the hill. Vancouver are up right now in the kills column, but they finally clear their base. You get rid of Hook, now you can move.
And they've got a segment that might well get the defense to the front around. 4 spree for Abuza from the top window. Couple more here. Mercules and Dashy both being held at bay. This is an AR player's paradise right now. 30 seconds to go on the round. Woo! Makes it a 5.
Great timing. You still need to get somebody to the zone, though. Nasty took the underground route. He's looking to make the pinch. Abuza's clearing space up front. And there's Nasty on the pinch. That's 3 in the feed. Now you hit the stack. You're looking to get the zone.
Single life advantage right now for the Vancouver boys. That's a 3-man stack, 4-man stack. The whole team. The zone's gone. 1 minute and 20 to play. Nades up over the top. Abuza's spree comes to a close, but he may well have got the Hellstorm just from the points alone.
Oh, they just lost all the pressure on the map as well. 04 is going to get traded out, and everybody tucked back in their spawn. Gonna have to fight back out of this one. They got a little bit of time to work with, but you are still at square one.
Yeah, no Hellstorm to get you out of this situation either. Lovely work from Abuza. He has become quite the demon in the 1v1 on this map. Helping the boys fight their way out. We can't account for the man behind him though. Mercules finds himself in a flank once again.
And I love the positioning right now from Optic. Doubled up over towards grass. They know if they're forced to go this direction, they've adjusted their defensive setup. We are making these adjustments on the fly. And as good as it is, kills being exchanged. Neptune's behind you, and he wins the gunfight on Dashy. The B site's open.
Potential 2-man stack. Oh, but Mercules, he's still upstairs. Cleaned up from top mid. 04's having to do this essentially alone. Got to win this 1v1 fight. Oh! 30 seconds, pause, 7 lives either side.
And he's got the front man and Nasty. At least is going to slow you down. That's the extra ticket progress gone. In a 6 versus 6, we might have a round of TDM.
They're going to soak up this time as much as they can. Hold on as best you can, boys. Neptune's in trouble. His legs are going to be sticking out any second now. There it is. Optic from over the top. 0-4 from over the top. Any coverage here? You're waiting for the boys to get out of spawners. 0-4 still behind enemy lines alone.
And he's buying you the time. This is also 2 ticks of progress. This is huge. Dashy looking for the 1v1. Traded out 3v3.
3v3. Mercules has taken the long way round. Neptune on zone. Wins his fight. Merc from upstairs. Down and out. Shotzzy gone. Vancouver somehow steal away the offense.
And they are barking. They can feel the energy flowing right there, and they had to work for both zones. And they took their time. They had a minute to get out of their spawn. You had Optic everywhere. 2 players over towards grass, a player top trips, the 3rd guy down low in the spiral. Took him a long time to make it happen, and Abuza had to fight tooth and nail, but he just strung together a phenomenal round. He started off this game 0-6. 2 rounds later, he's got 19 kills. Abuza turning up on offense.
And we've seen it nearly all that way. So many unbelievable 1v1 fights. At this level, at this stage of the tournament, to bring a hot hand like this, the timing is simply perfect. Optic on attack. Vancouver, we've seen them win the defense before. Opening break, so far, not bad.
They're leaning over towards B. Dashy's trying to make that move. You see Mercules sort of leaning over for that support. And they know a player's going to be down low. You got a 2-front war going on right now. B lost the battle over towards A, and Dashy 8-16, a little bit slow. Well, trying to heat up. If Abuza can do it, so can he.
Yeah, Bruce is definitely looking for a couple of flank plays now. In from behind, there we go. Helps out with the damage, keeps the life count even. Lets Mercules get to work.
Nobody in front of him just yet. But at least the A site's going to be a little bit clear for his teammates. Bad timing on the reload. Great adjustment. The kid is so quick. And he's playing his life. Look at this beautiful Call of Duty. That's 3 down to the feed. Slows you down. He might lose that one, but his teammates, again, on both of these zones.
Yeah, both zones getting captured now. 1 segment A, 2 segment on the way out of B. This is huge. They've net themselves a lovely position to be in. Can they capitalize? Shotzzy! The second not going to be there. Mercules still getting the job done over by A. Surge now flying out of spawn. The counter-attack is on. They've got space to work with a B, but they have to win the fight for top mid. 1 problem dealt with. Here comes Hook. He's going to certainly help out here as the A zone again under pressure. 3 dead.
Got to capitalize. That A zone is going to fall. How quick can you go towards B? Actually, Shotzzy gets gunned out of time, and they went to B maybe a little too quick.
Oh, Hook's still staying alive on B. They might still be able to get the capture. Abuza playing safe and steady. A big win. The B zone's safe as well.
Got to make a dive going over towards the A site. You have to secure it, and they should be fine. Could have been a scam, but it's secured, and they got 2 ticks of progress on B. Optic can taste this round win, but got to take your time. Work your way out of spawn. Vancouver, that is 3 kills in a row.
It's not over yet. 14 lives either side, 1 minute and 30 on the game clock. The B zone is hanging on by a thread. A single segment is all that remains. Shotzzy now fighting his way forward. Players from down low do what they can, but that's the capture beginning.
Oh, this is it.
Has anyone got any eyes on there? There's multiple players. Anyone there to help contest this? Anyone there to help get these players out? And there's the contest. 0-4 over the top.
They got
Neptune traded. Not captured yet. Dashy wins his. Last man. Abuza wins it.
Traded out though, they still got the pressure. They're gonna be soaring towards the point. It was gunfights on the cross, and 0-4's good for 2.
Mercules gets dropped. It's a pixel away. Vancouver finally get there and secure a tiny foothold. Life count getting thin. The B zone secure again.
In Optic, they have so much time to work with. You can slow the pace down, or you can die 1 by 1.
Hold on, folks. Everybody take a deep breath. No lives left for Optic. Shotzzy fighting from depth, and now Vancouver with a life lead and positioning. Mercules buys his boys some space from spawn.
You took care of your spawn, but now 0-4 is going on the pinch as well. 40 seconds is plenty of time, but no respawns remaining. Look at the pinch, 0-4. He's got it dialed in. It's a freebie, 3 lives remaining.
He's got aims in the back pocket as well. This could be unbelievable. Onto the zone we now go. Optic, it's a 2-man stack potentially. Anyone here to counter this? Has got to get going quickly. Neptune has been red, dealt with.
Nobody's home.
Optic steal the B zone. Final round of control now.
pulled the trick like a magician, snuck their way to the zone. The holes were open on the map, and Vancouver took their foot off the gas. A moment of panic. Optic capitalized. We're going the distance to a round 5.
First round, couldn't sniff a zone if they tried. Now, masterful work just to jump in the zone.
And if you remember the round where Vancouver won the attack, Shotzi dolphin diving out of the lighthouse to make sure he dies and they don't give away the segment. A play like that gives you defense for the final round.
Here we go. Well, the final round records are fantastic for Surge. Oh dear. But the opening break is not so much. They're on the attack. And so far they've been pushed again to their spawn.
Up top, bad timing there from Nasty. Doesn't work out. Shotzi gets the kill. Maintaining that pressure. Nearly 30 seconds gone by, yet to touch his zone.
He's managed to make his way out of bottom mid. Top, wow, Mercules from the gun. He is shooting right now. And Shotzi still on a tear. A 3 spree from him. Dashi on zone, 0-4 timing. As he tries to infiltrate top middle, not a hope in hell, 45 on the clock.
And look at this setup. I mean, you got Hook playing a cheeky corner over towards grass, 2 players on the front lines watching over mid. No open avenues of attack at all. Shotzi is raining hell upon you. A 5 spree in trips.
Now Hook is behind your spawn. You have a moment or two to get into the play, and look at this. Hook's holding him back.
What a smart play.
The time goes red, 20 to play.
And look at Hook, he makes the smart play, he stays alive, and now he's behind even more players. He picks up the kill on 0-4, actually gets to stay up top, trips, but the teammates doing all the work.
23 to 17 right now, Surge. Oh, you got into the zone for a second. No love towards the B side of the map either. Optic spawning over there. They're going to make the foot race over. 10 to go.
10 to go. This is it. They stop the A zone. Dashi still behind them.
Elbows are down and out. Dashi keeping it all good on the inside. The battle now towards the top side of the map. Shotzi gets him off the zone, and he's going to clear it as well. Anyone in position to get here? I don't think so. It's not over yet, but Optic slammed the door. Defense reigns supreme. Optic take the lead here in the grand finals.
And the difference maker in control. It is difficult to make these plays, but you know at a high level, it is better to make sure you lose by death than the objective. When Optic were dwindling on the lives, it's a 3v3, it's intense. One shot he knew that they had lost it, he dives out. He makes sure he dies rather than giving away those ticks. Vancouver Surge, they let the pressure up. They had multiple people alive on the map. They had the setup going. They let Optic to the objective, and they lose in dramatic fashion. And not just that painful loss, they lose the defense in the final round. A mishap there from Vancouver. Optic, they took full advantage.
A big Bruce, he was shooting. 14 assists, not a massive amount of damage, but you can see from the highlights, some fantastic work being done. Mercules again, a shot of life into the Optic Texas roster. They so sorely needed this season. Helping carry the boys to a couple of big moments and now helping them get to a grand final. Brilliant looks in the control. The Vancouver Surge, it's not been great all year long. It just simply hasn't. But this tournament alone, we have seen some amazing, amazing games of control from them. That one, a tiny bit left wanting.
And again, for this 1v3, Shotzi just straight out to the death. And again, it is performing triage on the main stage. You cut your losses, you make sure you're playing the long game, and Optic heads up gameplay coming out on top. And wicked looks from a few of these different players. I'm telling you, Mercules is something special. Feels like a guarantee in any given moment.
It felt so tough as well. I mean, this round from Surge, Hook, the positioning there, the off angle is so perfect. Able to catch that player maybe as well, but you just start to lose track of those players. Surge have a great hold on the map. They lose Optic as they make their way out of spawn, and then there's no one in position to counter B as soon as they start getting the capture.
And if you saw on the mini-map where the Vancouver players were, Abuja was still camping the top zip line inside of Grandma's, and you had Nasty across the map in the middle of it. So they were just nowhere near the actual zone. You can't slip up, not against Optic. They have had a nearly perfect tournament. They'll find it through the objective. They will find it through sheer dominance. Even when they have to work for it, they make it look good.
A one-map lead so far. Now we go back to hardpoint. We go to Vault for the first time here in this grand finals. And the only time, actually, we won't be seeing this anymore. Rewinds at the end of it. Of course, a double dose of Hacienda as well. We will play one more game of Control, folks. But now for the Bo6 Champs, 04 and co have been looking dangerous on this very mode. An opportunity to level the series up once again.
Yeah, Surge absolutely love Vault Hardpoint. They have been squaring up with teams since they formed the roster. It has been their bread and butter. That being said, everyone that's played Vault Control knows the money hill is P4. It's one of the best money hills we've had in the CDL era across any map. Of course, before we talk about the hills, I guess we talk about the ring leaders. Karma, 3 as a player, potentially 2 as a coach. One of the GOATs for a reason, but those players towards the top, literal living legends. Shotzi looking to join him, and he would be the youngest ever to do it.
Again, his first in 2020, back in MW19. An opportunity to find another this quickly. 3 rings in such a short span of time is truly special.
Yeah, I'll never forget the first story I was told about Shotzi from a guy that was a Halo observer when Shotzi was coming over to COD, and I was like, I don't think he's gonna be that good. And he's like, you do not understand this guy. You don't understand how different he actually is. And I maintain, I was fighting back, and one Shotzi year 1 was struggling a little bit. I was like, yeah, that's right, that guy was wrong. Here we are a few years later, and I'm like, this might be the most talented gamer I've ever seen.
Yeah, with back in London, what did they say to him? They said, go back to Halo. I'm glad he didn't. So's he. Unbelievable. Well, the last 5 Vault Hardpoints are pretty good, but that's because Surge have won 9 in a row. Opportunity now to tie the series up once again.
And to go back to the point, the money hill that is P4. Optic, when they win that rotation, they have been perfect all year long. Literally 100% of the time, they lock it down and get the advantage. However, when they lose the rotation, Optic are the worst P4 break team in the game. That's going to be the focus point, the decider in my between these 2 teams. And Shotzi, the one kicking it off in the feed.
Neff somehow dodges the stun. Can't dodge the bullets at Hoop, though. Optic are on time. They're going to get themselves the first few seconds here on P1, right in the middle of the map. Lots of ways in. It's a messy hard point to hold. Not an easy one, but our finest teams, they somehow find a way. 30 seconds to go here on P1. We're looking towards the low right-hand side of the mini-map for the next, folks.
And Optic have it all. They got the spawns. They got Dashy pushed out on the front line, and they're going to be covering up the wings of the map as well. Merc actually gets really bad timing. That ends up nearly paying off for him, but Abuza takes him down. Vancouver fought out.
Woohoo! Over the top net. And Hook's trying to fight his way towards New. What a nade! The Nuke, ladies and gentlemen, as he's still dancing. Again, he's been completely red here. Surge are all over this. They should see him coming. And there we go. 04 from the back line. Can he get Mercules as well? No, he cannot. So that is going to be an open avenue of attack, and everyone now spawning out for Surge.
Yeah, last man sending Abuza on the time. Can he make the play from it? No, absolutely overwhelmed. Optic, that is a perfect V2 break.
I don't think know exactly where this next attack is coming from, but Surge are making him pay for it. It's a pound of flesh on the approach to P2. Mercules now under heavy fire. Has to get away with it. No good. 2 dead.
Yeah, now 04 is going to be jumping on the time. Loses the gunfight inside the hill. Neptune getting the trades in the catwalk. And there you go. The re-break is in. Vancouver Surge run him over.
Eyes towards the back. 04. He'll be the first line of defense. Couple of good shots. Can't get the kills, but an unbelievable amount of damage now. They're going to slow the play. Vancouver Surge arguably will see the lead change. Oh, but a bit of a pinch there from Mercules. Makes this all the harder now to deal with.
This is just an absolute battle. And if we're thinking long-term for the P4, well, right now, it's going to be 04 responsible for these left side spawns. You got Dashy in the meantime, maybe going to have that long-term battle, but P3, if you can manage to collect any time, it's a beautiful thing to get. Abuza trying, Abuza dying. Look at Dashy, the route he's just taking on the minimap. That's 3 kills in the feed. No one's going to spawn with him, but he does have the arc control. So win long-term, Optic, they're in all the spots.
Great spots right now, and Dashy knows. Oh, but the timing might not be fantastic for him. 04 gets the big win. A lovely moment right now for Vancouver Surge. Just staying alive on time for as long as he possibly could. Some teams are fantastic at getting P3 time right now. Boston, a good example of it. But it's maintaining the left side as well as soaking the time. Surge, whoa, they're trying. Shotzi's making him pay.
Oh, and he got it. Shotzi the setup and Dashy there to knock him down. The ever-important P4 rotation. Optic at least have 2 players nearby. It's not as clean as you want it, but by the looks of it, they're gonna get it. They got the kill feed, and this is where Optic turn things up. It is a 15-point difference as the hill spawns. We'll see how much damage they can do.
Nearly unbreakable hard point. Optic are in first, though. This should be a fantastic moment for them to run this scoreline up. Hook watching the back. Neps down and out. Eyes forward. 04 finds a kill on the approach. He's going to make his way through the side door. The front door now. Shotzi upstairs. Whoa, brought down again. Making entry. Dashy on the close coverage. Second man Neptune. As you've got an avenue to work with now. Hook shuts it down. One more. Neps alive.
And he's doing everything he can, but no, Dashy gets him through the wall. Dashy, a 5 spree from inside of the time. And the trades are there right after. Optic clean house. They go into this hill with a 15-second lead. They walk away with it with a 70-point lead and a Hellstorm.
Dashy's got streaks.
Oh, look at that.
Big moment.
NT.
Oh, NT. GG go next. Shotzi now making their way back over to P1. That's where we go now. And Surge, a little quiet. So far here on Vault. The spree is looking shaky. Oh my word, Abuza gets himself his 5th kill. Now his 6th, as he's starting to battle back.
Hey, 6-9, not nice right now in the kills column, but if you can heat things up, that's nice. But on the minimap, Optic right now, it is the 4-corner approach to go and break this time.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. And it works. Unreal. As clean as you like, that is going to be the break. 35 seconds to go here on P1, and they are holding it together. Abuza the only man on the right-hand side. Moog trying to keep the front safe. Another attack here towards time dealt with. Optic in control.
And they kill Abuza as well. His teammates weren't winning the fights. You weren't going to get any of the spawns. Optic right now dialed in. A special treat. We'll go to another listen in.
Okay, only one. Other guy was last.
One left.
Nice, good. Last time. That's him. That's him. I'm rapping for new. I got initial. I got initial. Someone block.
Okay, I'll back up. They might go right here. I'm thinking good.
I have my own outer T4 cross, okay?
Nothing right. Nothing right. They're cutting mid.
I have my own outer cross. That's it. It could go.
Yo, one guy's deep right.
Everybody.
On the right. Abuza. You're in the spot. He's IV.
Cat, I'm absolutely. He's gonna eat my front. I died somehow. Left side time. Close left. You got
Yeah, the deep outer. Deep outer. Okay, good play.
wait,
I'll put a foot.
One guy's push up our cat.
They're gonna go cat.
Hookah.
Okay, one on time. There's 2 on cat. One's bomb. Ammo.
Time on me. Shit on. Another one front time. He's in time. Top cat. In time. Top cat.
Taking around here.
Okay.
Yo, just get the first kill here. Trust. I'm gonna hit pool.
Let's go.
Right somewhere.
Yeah, kill that kid.
Right, dead.
Nice, I'm hitting pool. Two.
I'm about to challenge.
Someone block.
He's short. Someone block. Short.
Watch the back.
You should block.
I got time.
I'm trying to pick
I
up
stunned one short. He's money.
One's in the back. Chowdo weak. Chowdo nice.
Shut up.
I know. I spawned out.
They spawned there.
No,
Listen, what's outer trips?
Yeah, outer trips, Nessie.
They could be in mid.
Weak.
Top cat mid. Top cat and close. Con. Other guy was cat.
Watch out my door.
Guys, spawn good. We're good.
Cutting us. One shot. Ivy.
One shot.
Okay, there's 2 minutes.
He's still pots. Hit my knee.
Pot's dead.
I found one.
He's
You.
mid-side time.
You somewhere.
Good. I'm looking my back card.
He didn't get through. He did not get through.
Can you be art on me?
He's on pots.
What's up? Ivy.
I don't shoot pots. Art on me. Art on me. Go forward. Art weak on me. Back card.
Watch out. Absolute.
Pick up mid. Deep left.
They're gonna try and get through right. They're gonna try and get through.
Probably, guys.
Okay.
I'm trying to hold right, bro.
Two front. Flip car and front pillar. Flip car and pillar. I'm absolute. 15. We got wall bang. We gotta back up, boys.
Too deep left.
We gotta back up.
We're good. Just
Play smart, color.
They know I'm here.
We're up and left.
He's already up top. Nep is top new.
Break this shit.
There, you saw him.
Top mid. It's gonna be art or line. Line weak.
The ever-important Money Hill, the P4, Vancouver take it over this time. They go into it down by 60. They need these points.
Yeah, look at that, 56. The last time Optic were in here. Oh boy, Surge got nothing. This time, a little different. Can they hold on though? Optic on the attacking to the left-hand side. Neptune and Abuza find theirs. 04. Oh, he's struggling against Dashy in this fight. That is dominant. An open lane to work with now on the backside. 2 on time.
Dash has got to get moving as well. He's 28-12, and he needs to apply the pressure on the back, and he's doing so. He wins the gunfight. Now the players in the time are in a pinch.
We've got to watch all the doors. The slide through, not a problem for Nep. Dashy on the back. Are we going to win this fight as well? As they're everywhere, but Nep somehow, some way, gets damaged in the Dashi as well.
This is the Optic way, man, on this map. It is you live by the P4, you die by the P4. They were down by 60 going into it, but in Vancouver, they have turned this into a 15-point game.
Yeah, here we go. What a fantastic hold from Surge into P1 for the third time. Let's go for a listen in.
I need some cat. I'm one HP lobby, okay? We can challenge him. Okay, now 2 on time. Okay, try again. Okay, I'm gonna take large. On my board.
Line,
I'm gonna be it.
I get Danny on.
I said top cat. Someone top cat. Someone top cat. I'm challenging. I don't see anything. Got me. Cut. He's gonna be late. Backlights on me. Back oil. Live. He's oil laying down looking over. Oil structure. Oil one shot. Oil weak. Back on time is when he's weak. I'm trying to need time.
He's going to be lying. What the fuck?
He's still there?
He's still lying.
You want me?
Got it. He might do the jump in, okay?
He's at 8. He's at 8 for that
He's dead. He did. Cartier, Dashi. He's still in Cartier. I'm going left. Yeah. Dashi's gonna be left.
Couple of moments of greatness there from Surge, but it is so difficult to deal with Dashi here on Vol.
I'll beg for a Dashi cam. 38 and 15 on a 5 spree. Of course, we jinxed it, but the man has been a titan on the P2, the Vancouver Surge. Desperate for any bit of time they can give. Final 20 will keep them afloat in the game, and you can see Optic. You got an opportunity to take it from them. They're gunning for it. Dashi gonna fall as well. Optic right now, the left side spawns. This game is gonna end on the final P4.
That's the way it goes. B3 once again. Usual spots covered here from Optic. They've got the rotation again. 0-4 from time. Great work there from Optic to bring him down. Nasty still alive on a 4 spree.
This is the fight, Nasty versus Hoop. This is for the spawns, and Hoop with the pistol gets dropped. Nasty on a 5 at the right time.
Neptune caught a red dot, gets it. A massive turning point right now for Surge. They're gonna have spawn control. They've got a contest on time. Mercury's keeping it back.
And look at number 5 on the minimap, 0-4. He's just containing these players. You can't take a single route on the map. You are being funneled through the left side into his lap. He can't get the third, but Optic, there is no space. 27 seconds left on this hill. And finally, they're trying to take the routes, but you have Vancouver right back in the game. Ooh. It'll come down to this final P4.
Great coverage there from Nasty and 0-4. They're watching that right flank street now. Optic, eyes on the hard point. There's still 14 seconds to go here. That is ample time you want. If it comes down to the wire, every second's gonna count.
And you got a Boozle watching the cross. You got Nasty and 0-4 roaming together. 2 players from Optic trying to pierce their way through. A couple trades being exchanged. Hoop can't make it. Shotzi can't make it. Hill pops Vancouver, nobody on it. 2 players trying to cross, and Abuza is locking it down. Who can't slip the net? He's getting tagged up, but somehow they turn and get him on the P4. Vancouver are here.
Abuza is pissing bullets from top. Shots are so good. The damage, he's keeping Optic on their bellies. They're able to get in. Who's that? Fighting for their life and time. It's 0-4. Mercury's trying to make entry through the rear. 0-4 from the outside done. Optic break in.
It's the necessary break. You're gonna make it mixy. You're gonna back them down. The exchange is in. The close spawns rolling through. Dashi, last man standing, dropped. Vancouver Surge. Well, they can no longer win it here. Funnily enough, we might be going to a final P1.
We're gonna P1. You gotta hold this time though, Surge. Oh boy, Shotzi to the front. Side door, slammed. Oh my! We're looking to try to end it on P1. Shotzi takes over. Hoop now. Trying to make sure that no one gets their way towards time without a bullet or 2. New hardpoint open. P1, 10 to go.
And Neptune's gonna get that entry, keep him out of time. It is a desperation effort. Trades up top to get the catwalk control. Optic, somebody's gotta get in time.
Now, this is where things get crazy. Shotzi doesn't finish it. Nasty down. Hardpoint goes green. Optic are holding it together. Hook, Shotzi, Dashi, the kills are theirs. No one home. Nobody home. Optic breaks the spree. 250 to 230 on full. Optic, 3-1.
I need to peep that best play, by the way. If we could get a look at that Shotzi 3-peat that he turned into 4 with the Semtex did, that was godlike stuff coming through. A P4 where it felt like Vancouver were getting every single kill on the cross. It was an onslaught. They were playing zombies. Eventually, Optic broke through, and Shotzi might have broken their backs. And credit to Big Bruce as well. He kept the team afloat. A lights-out performance, a 40 bomb at Champs. Dashi, a world champion for good reason. One of the best players in the game.
He got his first ring in the squared circle last year, and he's shooting better than ever. 43 and 24. Huge damage, great time in the hill, you name it. At 35 non-traded as well, Bruce was doing it all.
Yeah, he only had 5 assists because everyone that appeared on his screen gets evaporated. More non-tradeds than anybody on Vancouver, had total kills. A spectacle of a performance. Tip it to Dashi.
Yeah, and again, we saw such a good hold from Surge towards the end there. It makes you think the first time we get in and the game flow is here, that bulge, that's where Surge needed a couple of seconds. That 47 to 47, that P4 was so harsh on them. If they manage to get a bit more time, this becomes an incredibly close race to 250. Instead, they get there a little bit too late. Unbelievable hard point. Wow, Optics 3 to the 1 of Surge. We play Search and Destroy again now, and it's on Protocol. And I don't know, man. I have no idea where this tournament's going anymore.
Well, Vancouver need this win. The Hacienda Control and Hacienda S&D are not exactly maps that Vancouver are going to be favored for. Mert talked about it on the desk, the front half of the series. Surge needed more of those map wins. Already they find themselves down. Protocol S&D falls as well. That spells disaster. Of course, they had the goods, though, on the first Search and Destroy, so make no mistake, that potential is there.
No doubt about it. Well, 3-1, folks. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, another game of S&D here, the 2025 CDL Champs.
Die! Let's go, baby! Come on, boys, come on!
The Scuffed Call of Duty collection is $30 off this weekend only. Visit scuff.co/CDL to upgrade your game with a Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Now you know that anything can happen at any time here at these events this season, and one lucky row every single event here at the Call of Duty League wins some scuffed swag, and this row was the lucky one indeed. Sir, this is for you. Congratulations, guys. Give us a little wave, guys. There we go. Some amazing scuff swag in there. I hope this row is very happy, and we'll be wading through that amazing bag full of incredible goodies. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to get back to this grand final. I can't wait to see what happens.
Esports Engine Crew.
Not being in respawn?
I do personally, yeah.
You do personally?
I do too.
I think it would make the viewing experience worse. What did I just see on my screen? Who was that guy? Did you see that?
No.
Who the fuck was that guy?
I don't know.
Welcome
Wait,
to Citizens over there on YouTube. There was some random guy, like, see how they have the quad box? Like, there was some random guy just like in the all 4 boxes, and he looked like he was going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things are continuing to remain exceptionally hot here in Ontario, Canada, as we get into another game of Search and Destroy. Folks, welcome back to the 2025 Call of Duty League Championship. Vancouver Surge down a little bad after a close game of Vault there as Optic sitting at 3-1.
And this is the crucial map of the series, right? Optic win that Vault hardpoint, typically Vancouver's bread and butter. They snap that 9-win spree. Now you have a massive advantage in the series. In my mind, if Vancouver don't take this one down, it is all but over. You need this map, and heck, 2 very comparable teams. Even on the first blood front, it is the 2 best in the game. The records are great. Vancouver, though, talk about the pressure those boys are feeling right now on the main stage.
I mean, a big amount of pressure relief. They got their first win in the finals, thank God. First map. Need a few more, though, lads, to make this one a lot more competitive indeed. Surge, the team, more than capable of pulling it off. Optic, though, after this one, it starts to feel impossible. It starts to feel like it might just be written in the stars. Here we go. Search and Destroy.
And I know Dashy, he just dropped a 40 bomb on their heads on the Vault. He's also a player willing to pull out the Jackal. He's been going down low from time to time. Not the case here. A little bit more standard. Shotzzy is flying.
Yeah, he's gone. He's long gone. Now he's gone back to spawn.
Huge
See you later,
pickup.
mate. That's a wonderful way to get this round going. Oh, Mercules can't take care of Nasty. He will live to fight another day. But it's a 3v3. The bomb has been dropped by Hoop. So recovery now essential. And Merc takes care of Nasty. But wait, it's all down to him. 1v2.
It's been an effective 1v3. Knows the one player's down low and he has to eventually pick up that bomb. The problem is, are you ever going to read a Booza back Sam's site?
Oh, I mean, this is a dirty spot. Merc checks it again, wise beyond his years. But there's looking and there's truly observing, and he has not seen it. We're going to keep roaming around. We're going to look for that bomb, maybe. But we ain't finding it. Bomb recovered, 25 on the clock.
Abuza saw him. Yeah, Abuza has him dialed in, tagged him up, but at least now you got the intel. Problem is he hadn't seen Neptune either, and Neptune knows he has to go down low. I love this play.
Oh, yeah. Nep saw him. The eyes were there. And the nade just keeps him in position. Wait for Abuza to spring the trap.
Yeah, and I love that play from Hercules too, hoping that Neptune scams, but good plays being made on the flip side. Neptune does not overcommit. Waits for his teammate to go over, make sure you get the trades. That is a perfectly played 2v1 situation. Abuza has yet to die in the S&D.
No deaths yet for Abuza. 2-0 there in that round. Optic on defense this time. We're going to see Neptune carry that bomb. A lot of love towards the A-bomb site as we descend down the elevator. Lovely timing. Unfortunately, maybe too good there with the trophy. Bounces off a teammate's head.
Well, you've at least cleared out the site, though. You have the space to get inside. Neptune can elect a plan if he wants. Doesn't waste any time. Bomb going to go down. We are testing Optic's retakes.
Yeah, the retake here, down by B. Not an easy thing to do. I wonder how much utility they have left. Any lethals, any tacticals? Here we go.
And 04 is the floater. He's going to float and shoot all these players in the back big door. There goes Dashy. Now you're trapped in. Great tags, great damage, and every domino falls. Shotzzy gets dropped as well in a perfectly calibrated play. That is 8 rounds of S&D in a row from Vancouver. They are locked in the game mode. The strats on point, and Neptune a 4-0 start.
04, I mean, unable to read that kind of play. Optic were nowhere near it. They were so focused on the players who could be the inside of that bomb site. We've seen it all year long. It's not an easy thing to do, but everyone's getting a little bit more creative, and especially here at the tail end of Black Ops 6. All the angles, all the sweet nade spots, everything's covered. It did not help Optic there at all. 2-0. Same pace, different look. Shotzi down, 0-4, getting himself one tracer there. They're good for now. That trophy is only going to do so much. Hook still with that bomb, trying to make something happen over the top.
Keep in mind, though, this is everybody with Jackals in hand. Dashy's been pulling it out. He has one in this round. It's going to make those long-distance fights just a little bit trickier to manage. So Hook's clearing space, but I would imagine A's going to end up being the call.
And Mercury's the only player here with an aims. All the time. An opportunity to cause some problems. Hook's been taking the whirlwind tour with this bomb. He's gone all around the place. Are they going to spy out Neptune? Sure have. Fights on, and it's a 2v1 over by the bomb site.
Plenty of time. Everybody's grouped up together. Abuza might be coming to check this.
Is he coming? Dashy there still up close. Gets a freebie. An Optica on the board.
And Optic, clearly a team that has put in the time and work to be able to be effective on this map. Dashy, again, a handful of times on the attacking rounds. He's pulling out the Jackal, and every single time I've seen him do it, he has a tremendous amount of success. Hard work pays off.
There's a moment there where you're like, oh, I don't necessarily want this kind of like team composition we have right now outside of that B-bomb site. We would much rather have had the round take place there, but great job from Optic to take those fights with Mercury's upstairs, get rid of Neptune, get themselves a great round. Surge back on attack.
Dropping down, going straight for it. Another bang out we have, and Optic are squaring. That is 3 players down low. You hit the eject button, you get out. 0-4 back to taking space towards mid, and similar to Shotzi, man is soaring.
0-4 has managed to catch himself into a whole world of trouble. He's surrounded, gone. Neptune overcommits. Nearly takes care of business, but it's a 4v1. Done. Blink and you miss it. We're all tied up 2-2.
Yeah, and Mercules' instincts are an absolute spectacle. Not only he throws the perfect shoulder and then times it perfectly. 0-4 going for the pre-fire. He just waits for the bullets to stop, pokes his head back out, get the kill, and of course on the other side of the map, Hook, he is flying and taking space as well. Trading offensive and defensive rounds.
Shotzi just motor mouth in that moment. The play call is going to be decisive here in this Optic attacking round. Two going down low. They'll be hitting the open door. They'll be hitting the A-bomb site, but maybe the different... Oh my good God, the timing on this. Can he win the fight? Trades are fantastic. Optic coming out on top.
Great job by Shotzi just to buy the time for Mercules to help. You got the man advantage, and you got a man trapped in a corner, traded out 2v1.
Abuza. The clutch was on. But Optic, again, play call there, presumably by Shotzi to go outside. And Big Door gets banged. 3-2.
A map win here, a massive advantage in this series from Optic already, the leg up. Stabilize and search and destroy, a 3-2 lead. Now they'll be back on the defensive end, figuring out how they want to approach. It looks like more outer lane aggression. Hook and Dashy there from Optic, 0-4 here to meet them.
Yeah, the problem is, though, yeah, you get hit first if you're Optic, you get the guns up at the ready. Dashy managed not to spot 0-4 out, but Hook does. Trade's great. 0-4 in a bad spot, though. He could be dead here, but great coverage from Abuza. Allows him to get away with his life and the man advantage.
Problem is, they don't have the bomb.
Oh, the timing on that. Abuza will stay undetected for now, out in the rain of protocol.
Well, I mean, we got to be watching Shotzi here. He's the one crawling inside, effectively patrolling the bomb.
Possibly spotted out. The bomb's still very much in control of Optic.
And they have to come to him.
Hello. Stun connect. Are they going to play down low? No need.
What a catch.
Dashy's on a 5. Doesn't hear the door bang. Abuza gets his 2v1.
He knows he has the bomb down, though.
There's 30 seconds on the round. Spiral check. 1v1. Hello. 1v1. Shotzi lives. Shotzi! And that is exactly what you wanted as an Optic fan. What a 2v1. A slight mechanical mishap here from Abuza. The reload, the YY, and then Shotzi, good night.
And the second you lose track of Shotzi, you have already lost. They've got the sauce. They are feeling the heat. And you can even watch the 200 IQs being laid. He's checking the bomb every 10, 15 seconds, always poking his head out and making sure it's still there, playing around it perfectly.
I'm not kidding. Ontario, you are one of my favorite crowds yet. Chelsea 3-3, fantastic. Neptune's going to eat that. Will it amount to anything else? There's no follow-up just yet, so top mid still remaining a little dangerous, and wonderful work there from 0-4 first blood.
That's a massive catch. Vancouver needs something to work for them. They've got middle map control, shut down Dashi, and, well, now it's the dynamic SMG duo trying to hold this off in a 2v4.
Well, the gruesome twosome now down low. What are they going to do? Hey, boys, we're all here to catch you. Shotzi, 1v4. Why not? I don't think this one is going to be likely. Given the circumstances he finds himself in, is stay alive and keep that streak going.
Yeah, he knows no reason to give it away. The moment Hook falls, yeah, the round has just collapsed. Nice moment there for Vancouver. Trying to keep things calm on the main stage. Still, though, down 4-3.
I mean, that is an ideal retake situation. The first kill, I mean, Dashi getting caught out on the rotation over towards that bomb site, trying to get himself in tower just to provide some sort of coverage there. Out in the open, snapped on. Everything working out right now for Surge. Good round for them after getting absolutely clapped in the 2v1.
Love this. Good luck to Dashi. He's on the outer lane. He's been identified. He is tagged up one shot, and he wins the gunfight anyway.
That's the bomb down as well. 0-4 looking for the quick hit. He might catch him. Bruce is going to check this. No, he's not. So 0-4 gets one back. Does not have the bomb to play with, though. He has to go recover now.
Yeah, that is such a slow trade rolling through. And now the map is just going to be weird.
Abuza has huge intel. Bomb recovered. Just based on Abuza's positioning, Optic are definitely making the read for B, and that is the good read. Oh, wait, or is it?
I'll look at the battle up top, and Shotzi wins it. That's the important one. On the 4 spree as well, and now the 2 players that are planted, they're going to be trapped in helicopter and backside.
0-4's got to find a sweet spot to put his Jackal to find kills on coverage. The day one at Shotzi runs nasty through. Last man, 0-4, destroyed. They give the defuse to Shotzi. He is ever closer to a Hellstorm on this map. And with that defuse as well, it is map point Optic Texas.
Yeah, and how about that first blood from Dashi? He is overwhelmed on the sidewalk. He is supine, hanging out, and still manages to get the first blood. And then after that, Shotzi is just making hyperactive plays. He is cold-blooded and calculated. He wins the gunfight top grannies, and Dashi wins the impossible. He had 24 HP, still finds a way to get the win, and then Shotzi, the dance up top. Once he wins this gunfight, the other 2 players are going to be trapped back site, and he is running it down.
I mean, this is the perfect example of the right gun for the job on both the fights he had. The fight that Dashi has against Neptune there is right place, right time, a slight mismatch, and a headbutt towards the bomb site. So far, Surge coming out on top. Opening salvos there. Dashi somehow catches that one. Hook unscathed on the attack. Whoa! RCXD up close and personal. Net finds 2. Dashi alone on the site.
1v3, do not count him out. One of the most clutch players in Call of Duty history. And you gotta make sure if he's weak, you hunt him down. You cannot afford to give him space. Vancouver hit the go button in attack. They are surviving, but only just. Down 5-4 and down 3-1 in the series. If Vancouver lose this protocol, it would spell disaster. But great plays with the RC car, great follow-up as well. They're still fighting.
And that's danger close. Neb, what a play. He picks up a second kill after that as well. That is a heads-up decision that could have been catastrophic for Vancouver Surge. But instead, they're 1 round away from tying it up. We go down low again to the depths. 0-4 from upstairs. A little bit of noise, a little bit of discourse. Anyone there? Nobody home. The jostle now for first blood. Typically happens a lot faster in a run than this. Perfect stun. 04's position exposed. He's tagged up into danger. Enough space to get the bomb plant now.
Hey, at least you get the trade on Shotzzy. That trap was set, but now we got a 3 versus 3. Again, the retakes of Optic being tested. When they try to go through big door, they got shut down. They try to go for the pinch, they get shut down again.
Here we go, Hook. He is being held back. Dashy trying to provide support as well from the outside, but Surge giving him very little to work with. There we go, all down to Bruce, and it absolutely stinks of a round 11 here in map 5.
This round will be the most important moment of this series thus far. If Vancouver execute on this comeback, signs of life in this series, Optic in this moment can dagger them.
Last play call, last chance. We test the resolve as we go into this round 11. We could look back at this as the pivotal turning point in the championship.
And Dashy's got the AR in hand, so no aggression down low, at least not yet.
Optic, the only team with trophy systems to play with here. They have 2 to work with. Abuza shows face.
Yeah, eyes on Abuza. They have intel on 1.
That stun does meet its connect. We slow things right down again. No one's giving anything away. Shotzzy with the bomb. Exchanges hands as they make their way down low.
Taking their time. 35 seconds off the game clock. Getting the intel with the RC car. Well, somebody's down low.
Uh-oh. Ooh, that might have hurt a little bit more, but it's all the full damage you'll deal with now. Boog staying in the play. Shoulders with a Neptune at range. It's a show of face. With enough damage, 04 might send it. Here he comes. First blood. Trades. 3v3.
And look at Mercules. Here's the pinch. He's looking to go down low. It's going to be the A-side execution, and they've at least made their way to the site.
Surge are nowhere to be seen. The bomb plant now going down. Retake is on. Trophies in place. Here we go. Neptune. Loses it. Trades. And away we go. Abuza sneaks through the front door, and now Mercules. The map. Oh! It was on his shoulders. And our players are celebrating the bomb we can confirm is being defused. Vancouver Surge secure the round 11. 6-5 when you needed it the most. He's busy now, guys, but you never know.
Abuza right now having a generational S&D performance. He went deathless in the 6-0 victory they had on Dealership in a massive 2-piece he was able to collect there in that final round. These are the moments you live for. These are the moments where your heart jumps out of your chest. But in spite of Shotzzy's 11-8, in spite of Optic building up that lead, it is Vancouver Surge that win it in the end. The First Blood's masterful there from 04, was able to give you 4 of them. But Abuza closing that door and buying them a lifeline out in this series.
And he's been Mr. Clutch. He's been an unbelievable asset in Search and Destroy, winning that final gunfight. Not forcing a 1v1, not leaving anything to chance, nothing to fake, taking it by the horns. Whew, what a map, folks. Well, a 10-minute-long critical Search and Destroy that we will be talking about for a minute. Here are the highlights. Some unbelievable plays. Shotzzy takeovers. Nearly get himself a Hellstorm as well. Just wonderful work from both teams.
Yeah, and even moments for Abuza making up for this loss, right? It has been the year of the jinx. And when Shotzzy certainly let him know after a play like that, Abuza got his get back in the round 11. And that is where things taste sweeter. But yeah, the 5-3 lead that Optic end up losing. What a game Vancouver just played.
Unreal. Well, we play our final game of Control in a moment, but as far as that Search and Destroy goes, it's a test of the resolve. It's the mental game now that we are really worrying about. Vancouver Surge came into this grand finals not having a single map to their name when the stakes are this high. And now with the stakes higher than ever, they clutch up a moment like that. I'm no longer worried about their resolve. Their mental acuity in these moments, not a problem.
Now, what an awkward gunfight as well that Shotzzy comes out on top of, but you get the trades. Here's Abuza, the perfect positioning. waits for a second, and yeah, the instincts just kick in. I don't know if that's him or a comm from his teammate, but either way, the team gets the victory. Nice little roar, and they got the belief.
And that moment is a very important one. A very, very important one indeed. There was 25 seconds left of the game clock when the boys stood up. It was not over yet, folks. Hacienda Control coming up.
Yeah, and S&D wins championships, and right now that's where Vancouver have the edge. That being said, Optic are still perfect in respawn in this tournament, and they have looked dominant. And the advantage that they get in the pick and bans, well, they're the only team that gets to veto a control. That means Optic know that they wanted Hacienda in, and their Hacienda Control is absolutely elite. And on the flip side for Vancouver Surge, winless on the year. This map we're getting ready to go into is the biggest advantage Optic might have in the entire series, looking to capitalize in emphatic fashion.
Well, another story though for Surge. This has been a weekend of firsts for them. I would imagine it's the first time that most of them have been to Ontario, the first time that they beat the LA Thieves, and who knows, their first win on Hacienda Control. Now fist bumps are done. Get that blood pressure down and we get the heart rate just a little bit more manageable. And again, we are looking at legacies here, folks. Shotzi, 2 rings. This will be second for Hook and for Dashi, and a first for everyone else in the lobby. The bottom side of that board, the first time they have been in a Champs Grand Final as well. The pressure could not be higher.
Yeah, and impressive for Vancouver Surge again. A couple sophomores on this team, not even a ton of time being spent in the league. Here they are up against the green wall. A ferocious one at that. And they're trying to take him the distance. You win this series, you can buy that very Lambo.
Maybe. It's an NFT, right? I'm sure it is. Here we go. Another game of Control, the last one here at Champs. Vancouver will start off on defense, and we will see again which side of the coin this Control falls on. Here we go.
And we already know from Optic, the moment Shotzi or Hook gets behind enemy lines in the office, it will be spawn kills central. Look at that defensive setup, double laying down, and it gets broken down. The SMG duo setting pace.
That's a weird one, but it works out in a big, big way. 2 players left on spawn. Neptune fighting his way out of the B zone. Done. Hook's going to be there for the slow capture. Shotzi's inside your spawn. Did you get the second man? Wait a minute. He does not. B still being captured.
Yeah, that's going to be that first tick of progress through. You're not worried about the spawn kills. Abuza waits for his teammates. Now they're going to be going for the B break.
They love their suppression from Boom, trying to keep these boys away from the contest. Just before they manage to get the second segment, that is a big save, and that is all dead. Now you can fly forward.
Hit the go button. Number 8's going to be picking up Rock. He's got Dashi to meet him, and Dashi had the timing go his way. The opening lane from Optic. Plenty of time to work with. 04 had the cuts. 04 gets traded out. Dashi looking for the spawners. We are falling into the water. But with his head on a swivel, secure over by A, but overwhelmed. Optic yet to sort of figure this one out, but back to the standard. Shotzi on B.
Yeah, he's on B for a second. Sees the barrel of 04, a freebie. Quick nade out. Second segment secured. He's looking to get the capture as well. These nades are going to just push him around. It's not going to get him off time yet. Mercury said help out. Oh, they contest the right moment. And they get it. Nearly done. Nasty. One more kill from behind. Shotzi wins his as well. And that should be B.
That kid is a magician. He is always a distraction, and he knows he wants the spawners. He is taking the timing, let the teammates get the zone so he can do this.
Whoa! 5 in a row. Looking for more.
Round 2 versus Nasty and 04.
Flawless victory. 7 in a row.
Round 3 versus Nasty and 04.
I mean, that's good enough, right? Well, B-Zone's gone. The rest of the team are on A. This round is going to be a thing of the past in a moment, folks. Second segment. Surge are going to get one good dive at this. Here we go, boys. Over the top, right in a Hook. The trades are there, but wait, who's going to win the gunfights? Optic. And they take the round as well.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a Shotzi. That is a demonic first round. And again, we have to talk about how intelligent of a player Shotzi is. He leaves the B zone to set up this very play. He doesn't want to secure it. He knows he has to take the timings, and he turns it to 4 kills in a row. I'll make it 5 is 0-4. Unfortunate for him, just cannot get past Shotzzy.
11-3 after that round. Hook was the big man on the objective play. Surge now on the attack. We'll see if they can't pull out some goods. Again, the story of Protocol was very much defensive heavy. RCN might be a totally different story. 2-2 split here for Surge.
And opening breaks on this map are crucial just to get the ball rolling. Trophy is going to be protecting, and well, First Blood gets traded out. Optic though with the advantage. Abuza trying to cover over towards him, but he's getting pinched anyway. Shotzzy behind you. The cleanup kills, and now everyone from Vancouver spawning out.
Yeah, great job there. Optic do a wonderful bit of work off the opening break. Don't concede any segments, barely concede any time. And Abuza. Whoa! Eagle World Stud. That's going on the hub.
Shooting nukes. Abuza's feeling it right now. Still though, you need pressure on the objectives. 0-4 identified. Corner not going to be good enough. He's got to run for the hills, right into the trap. Hook and Shotzzy. The wrecking balls right now. Vancouver Surge. They can't get anything done.
Aside from one little highlight. Narcy's desperately trying to bait Hook out there. Yeah, I can shoot you through the walls as well, mate. 0-4 with a bit of pressure. Not going to happen. On A. Are we able to finish this out? No, we're not. Mercules. Great damage from Narcy, and he's still trying to maintain office pressure.
Well, that timing doesn't go his way. Now he's going to be chasing ghosts.
I'm not sure if they actually confirmed the capture on A. There we go. Finally, Neptune. It took 3 attempts to get that pixel. Stunned up now, and not a lot of time left, and not a lot of space on the map to play with. 0-4, you have got to give us something great.
Oh, no.
That's not how it starts. It's not over yet.
Oh, it's 2 in the feed.
He's dancing. Great
There's
coverage
3.
from Abuza. This is perfect.
Are they going to hard commit to this A site? It looks like they are. Yeah, 2 players coming in for connector. They're going to have to get this done.
Yeah, perfect intel now. Passed over. Neptune gets the kill on a Shotzzy, and the stack is there. Last-ditch attempt here. A bit of an unfortunate team kill, and you're going to take full advantage of that, Vancouver.
15v15, and now Nasty. Gunfight to win. Put him back in your spawn. Nope. Hoop right gun in the right moment. Got to keep the pressure up, and 0-4 just can't get anything going. He gets caught again.
That was real bad. That was a tough one for him there. 4-12. It shows in the stat line. Timing a little bit off. Abuza, though, 10-6 with a little bit of magic there up his sleeve. Can Neptune conjure up something disgusting? Get 3 dead. Last man left alive at the moment. On time. Can you get rid of the player on zone before the reinforcements get here? That's the question. It's on.
And now it's Neptune going to be dealing with the spawners. Abuza just needs to stay alive and let his teammates do the work.
Here we go. Nep over the top there with a Jackal. Nades out to slow them down. Progress on B. The counter-attack is looking good from Optic. Shotzzy through the threshold. Catches out Abuza.
Oh, and Neptune gets caught. Dashy makes the late read. Now 0-4 is going to feel overwhelmed. He's got Nasty for a little bit of support, but it's a square up for the final tick.
They get the second segment in. The final tick. 9 lives either side, and 0-4 is going to retreat. Buy some space. Wait for the boys. You cannot do it alone. Optic. Oh, they start to give him a couple, and here we go. Neptune finds the second man. 1 on the flank, 1 on the plat.
And they're taking their time. They're waiting for these players to show themselves, but now Optic, you're going to have to hit the gold button. You got to do it now.
It's absolutely, oh my word, Nasty Much stuck him. Nades are good.
Got it.
That is that. Perfect positioning from Vancouver Surge. I know 4 stat line may not be good, but that decision made to retreat, wait for the squad was huge.
It's the teamwork right now rolling through for Vancouver. They're just in succession, finding all the kills at the exact same time. To capture A, it was 3 different players winning their individual gunfights, set you up on the zone, and a similar thing happened over towards B.
Whoa!
We're doing backflips on it.
He's breakdancing on him. That's a first.
The Belgian breakdancer.
Champs is lit.
It's what we call them.
Wow.
Always have.
That was insane.
We thought Neptune was the master of the Omni movement. How about that?
That was the one, man. The capoeira. Wild. Onto A. Hook into the kill feed. Neptune, an unbelievable amount of damage there through the wall. Nasty on the pickup. And we're out.
Shotzzy heads up again, knowing to play his life, and he wants to help his teammates get out of the spawn rather than fight for the spawner. Shotzzy always an incredible decision maker, sometimes terrible throwing nades.
That was a good. It looked a little weird.
Yeah,
it was a bit weird looking in Concast. I mean, he nailed that. He gets a segment, and we are watching a wonderful live here from Shotzzy. Perfect play here from Surge. They're going to surround him. They take the stairs, they take the flat, they know where he is. Neptune finds 2. Hook doing what he can here to fight forward, but Surge are managing this defense.
And Mercules has to stay alive. He has to drag this pressure back and make sure 2 arrows on him, gets the first. I mean, this kid can shoot, make no mistake. At least you trade him out, but he bought the space. And now you got the pressure on the A zone. Shotzi's gonna fall. Optic looking for the trades.
Dashi. Lying in wait, playing it patient. The supine superstar finds himself another. 44 paused on A. Slow capture. B's getting the love as well there from Shotzi, doing it alone. Vancouver Surge. Oh, Vancouver Surge. They're so aware. Everywhere you look, there's a member in white, and they are slaying so far.
Yeah, and Nasty set up for the spawn kills. He's going to be in lobby, and yeah, that kill feed's starting to look destructive. Hook there for the trades, but now it's number 8, next man in line. He is on a 4 spree doing this, and he's been in every single corner inside a lobby. Finally, they root him out. Finally, the B zone's open, but 25 seconds left on the clock. This is a difficult one for Optic to pull together.
It's open, but it's only because Mercury snuck in, and he's squeezing his way through a lot of trouble right now. Reinforcements from Shotzi. And now Surge can play this as slow as they want. They're trying to get the damage done. They contest. They do not concede the second segment. And they save the zone again.
I feel like Nasty's been a legend right now on the defensive end. Him and Neptune taking turns doing it. And there's Neptune's swing. 22 kills he has, outpacing Shotzi for the moment. 16v9. Optic right now, you're trying to squeeze water out of a rock. See how many of these ticks you can get.
7.7 will it be lucky for Optic right now to get B. Second segment, that helps. Shots is going to get tagged up again. Hook there for the trade, keeps the capture going. Oh, but there it is. Neptune's 5th in a row. Is it enough to save it? Mercules can dive on time. Wait a minute. Oh, chooses wrong. Chooses the wrong zone to dive onto. Sadly, Surge members all over A. No opportunity for the contest. It is 2-1. That point, Vancouver.
Yeah, a hopeless moment towards the end. Here's a look at Neptune's best play. And I don't know which one you pick, because he was making plays all over this round. Even off spawn, running through rock, cutting through P2 by Lambo, and setting up for the spawn kills. You trust your teammates to deliver when you're making plays like that, and Neptune and Nasty absolutely did. Neptune has 15 on the defensive end. Abuza and Nasty, 10 apiece.
Swapping sides once more. Optic on defense now. These boys have been here before. Mercules, a first time here in a Champs Grand Final for the young rookie. And an outstanding season he has had, where the pressure in this moment is a little different. Big damage. Whoa, whoa, that's 3. Last man up. On flat, and Neptune 8 in a row.
It's the Neptune show. He's about to get this Hellstorm too.
Yeah, he's going to get the capture. The segments here are going to help push that score up a little bit. Any kills, any damage, any assist he gets from here certainly help as well. That is huge. Halfway through B. Oh, spree gone. Hellstorm, no.
Yeah, I mean, 04, yeah, 04 is struggling. You lose the gunfights up top, and you don't feel comfortable on the B site. A very big missed opportunity for Vancouver Surge.
Nasty goes around the world. Takes care of Mercules, no problem. Keeping the pressure up on the B side of the map.
There's no spawners coming to him just yet. The battle's on the front side of the map. Whoop. Vancouver, though, they got the A progress. Neptune, though, every time he gets shut down, it feels that much more difficult. And 04 just can't get anything going.
He's still fighting, still working for it. Nasty now with a sub in his hands. Watching out for the players coming from spawn. 45 seconds to go here in our round. No one near either of the zones, and Nasty is just farming these plays in the back line.
Still, though, you're just looking for the space. Vancouver squaring up to go over towards B. They've cleared out Dashi, and now that B zone's going to be open. Nasty trying to funnel him through. And Mercules reads them. Great instinct, great timing, but nonetheless, the action over here, it's a 2-man stack.
Oh, wait a minute, it's an awkward moment now. Shotzi on a flank now, alongside Mercules, trying to get these players off time. Away, Abuza, he goes wide. Oh, Abuza with the damage on Mercules, in for the kill from 04. And now the Hook's gone. The B zone will fall.
If they can pull off this Hacienda, this is going to be a massive moment for Vancouver.
Oh,
the B zone secured, an extra minute to the clock, and all the pressure in the world. Nasty's here for the spawners, and he's out for blood.
Hook finally wins that one. A little bit of space to play with now.
A little overheat.
Neptune is going for kills. You need some space to work with before you jump on A.
Great stun.
Great stun. 29 and 22. On the zone we go. It's a 1v1. Abuza holding it together, waiting for the reinforcements. And there it is in the form of Nasty. One segment down.
Mercury's on the pinch, though. At least gets a guy out at a time, so that's why we're hiding in corners. Players rolling through. Abuza, close range, gets it done. The trade is in. Half of the progress done on the A zone, but still in the back line. Mercules has existed in their spawn, finally dealt with.
Yeah, not a problem. 0-4, helping find these kills. 6-11. Can we get some space here? Hook's the only man up now with guns at the ready, and that's great. He finds one. Optic now flooding through office, trying to get into the play.
Vancouver just need the trades. They need the trades that they are currently not getting. 0-4, 13-20, falls.
Neptune on the right flank. No lives left for Optic. Merc from top office. As Nep just causing problems. Dips a toe. Audio cue. Trying to pull the players back.
He's got 3 players looking at him. You just need to get some trades. 5v4.
And Mercules is making his way through the back. 0-4 knows something's up. Spotted him out. Doesn't want to take the fight. It's 1v1s all over the place. Lives even. Optic with the lead. Optic still pushing the kills. Neptune hot on the heels of these players, but there's not enough time. There is a collapse. And a final round of Hacienda now to be played.
A 6v10 into a 4v8 into Optic winning every single gunfight. Vancouver choked that one away. In shades of the first control, we are going the distance to a round 5.
Unbelievable. Optic will get defense. It's Ontario full of Optic fans. They do travel. Vancouver on defense. Sorry guys, the game. Optic on the attack. And at this point in time, it's anyone's game. We've seen it all. Onto B, but not without a bit of trouble. Neps first.
Neptune trying to will him to victory right now with 32 kills. Last man standing, Mercules traded out. Efficient work there from Vancouver. It's a good opening break.
Surge now, forward, surge now. Pushing pace. A couple of sweet kills from Hukandashi buy you the tiniest bit of room to breathe. Neptune, it's another gut punch. The air is gone again.
And Neptune continues to pull the disappearing act. He is loving the Lambo pinch, but the pressure over towards B in the short term. Mercules just can't find the thread. Hook identified and traded as well. 0-4, big 2-piece there in that moment. And Shotzi, last man standing up on the map, needs to pull off something magical. And you see no Vancouver arrows around him. We are slowing the pace down.
Capturing both zones as well. So A is a player on it, B as well. Shotzi trying to do it all alone. And this is great work. Mercules on the point forward. Gets one. Keeps this capture going. The Shotzi's still there. 0-4, what damage and bad timing. The second segment on its way. Shotzi still alive.
He has been here for a minute. A New York minute, he cannot be stopped. Shotzi, unbelievable, undeniable. Shit on the whole team.
Still holding. 0-4 fights forward. The B zone still being captured. Optic may have just taken over. Abuza now fighting Hook. 30 seconds to go.
And they're on the A zone, looking to get that extra progress. They're stopping the clock. Neptune and Abuza, though, deliver. How about the response from Vancouver Surge?
3 down again. Back to spawn. All right, Shotzi, how much mana do you have left? Let's see some more magic with 20 seconds to go. Neptune. He hits the Divaterium nade and cuts those boys down. No one's getting out without trouble. Hook makes his way fast now, down the street, looking to get some contest. Gotta get moving. 5.4 paused. Anyone there to help? No good, no good. And that's it. Vancouver Surge equalize in the grand final.
And this right now is a battle of titans. Shotzi just pulled off maybe the best play we have seen all year. and Vancouver Surge respond instantaneously. Neptune having a generational performance there on the Hacienda Control, a map that is a pain point from the squad. He just willed them to that victory.
Hey, what can we say, man? Surge, it's been a weekend of firsts for them. 3-all. No more control to be played, folks. Neptune, 39-30. Shotzzy's 32-27, incredibly impressive as well. Alongside that highlight play, that's going in the top 10. Word to Puckett. What a finals we've got. We're only going to go deeper now. Oh, man. We'll get a replay of that, I'm sure, but wow, what a play. What a contest. The Haciendas were never great. We go to a search and destroy now before we go to rewind for the final 2 maps of the competition. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling fantastic. My heart's jumping. I can't imagine the players right now. This has been an endurance race on the main stage on a championship Sunday. It does not get better than this.
It's not over yet, folks. Now to the desk to break down that one.
Kitchener, you've been playing tease, you dirty girl. Finally, we are getting the games we deserve, the matches we expected at the start of the weekend. Optic Texas going up against Vancouver, and we are now knotted up 3-3. It was 3-1. It was looking like we were headed towards a steamroll. Where'd this come from, Joe?
I mean, honestly, even in the 3-1, you had a chance to win protocol control if you were Surge. You had a chance to win the vault hardpoint if you were Surge. But I'm just going to give them their props because there are not a lot of teams, if there are any, that can deal with sort of the situations that Optic have put them in response. Like after that Shotzzy play, they get the next 5 kills. When does that ever happen, right? Usually that is it, a knockout punch. But these guys, they are fighting like Rocky right now.
Canada, can we do a vibe check real quick? You guys with us? You enjoying this 3-3? Let's take a look at how we get to a tied score as we go through some of the highlights. Optic looking like they're in control, and then all of a sudden, boys like Neptune catching fire. 0-4, some massive plays. Abuza in the searches has been devastating.
It's just not often that you see another team able to kind of like, when the Vancouver Surge were in optimal positions, their entire priority was trying to push out lanes as much as possible, ignore the OBJ. And Optic Texas isn't used to that. Usually that's something who Shotzzy, hell, even Merc and Dashy get into sometimes. So for them, it was about player counting. They kept losing Neptune behind enemy lines. They kept losing Abuza in top secret. And then you move into another round 3 where Vancouver Surge almost sells once again and forces that round 5 when they were in an optimal position to close it out because they kept playing the same way. They kept pushing out lanes instead of starting to play for that A point. And thankfully, they're able to win that round 5 defense, but man, it was close.
Yeah, you know, the problem that Surge had prior to this event in control was they would find the kills and then they would want more. They would keep going, try to put them in that perfect spawn blender. Well, this time around, you saw it's like, okay, we need to taper it back and play our lives. And right here, you see plays like this happening.
That's
You're
it
thinking,
normally.
to Joe's point, it's it. Like, Optic are going to win. But then Vancouver just able to battle back in. Listen, hats off on your feet for Neptune. He started 4-11 on this map, looking like he was going to be in the blender. Rallied back, and man, did they need him. They needed their superstar to match the pace that Shotzzy was playing at.
And dude, they were also down 5-3. Yeah. Like if you're Rambo right now, you were telling these guys, like, this is yours. Like, you had the vault, you had the protocol. Keep doing what you were doing. You were surviving these knockdown punches. But as we talked about this, Hacienda rewind now. I mean, this is a big strength here for Optic.
We wondered how Optic would handle being punched in the mouth. They have now taken 3 blows. This one may hurt the most because Optic was up big in the search and destroy before the Vancouver comeback. Let's take a look at some of the big rounds here, Allie.
I mean, they just take away computers from Optic, right? And then Optic tries to force themselves over to that B site. Vancouver Surge is one of the better retake teams that we have in the league. So they're like, we're going to allow you to play and we're going to play this side of the map. But for Vancouver Surge, like, yeah, hardpoint's going to get you to Sunday, but what's going to win you the championship is search and destroy, and they have now 2 in this series.
Me and Joe are in the green room, we're losing our minds because in this protocol, Platt was just being given up. And you look over at Vancouver, and it's like usually you have a player top trips. They didn't have that early on in this game. Towards the end, you saw Abuza go up there, have a presence. It just changed the way, the small adjustment
that they needed to make, they did it in the very end.
Is the meta changing, or are these two teams just pulling out all the stops at the final match?
I just think you have two incredibly smart teams with great coaching staffs, right? And you're always trying these mid-game adjustments. You're trying different routes. And even in the round number 11, like, I thought Mercules was going to put the round away. Somehow, Rio's on a big flank while all these RC cars are being called in. But the problem is he only gets one, right? You have this going on, but look at number 3, right? Like, number 3 is behind Abuza. The timing, though, just doesn't work out. Abuza just able to slip in. And it's just process of elimination. All right, my teammate came down elevator shaft. I'm going to throw a stun, get ready for the slide, wins the gunfight. What a round out of Abuza.
There's going to be so much to break down at the end of this tournament, but the players are about ready to take the stage. Before we send it back, can you just contextualize this for me, Nameless? Yes. How good is this grand finals in the history of COD Champs?
I mean, this is a banger. You look at the last 2 finals that we've had, it has been blowouts at COD Champs, and you're looking at this one, a tough season for Optic Texas. They're in a final tied. You look at Vancouver, they've been swept. Both times they made it to a final. They find themselves 3-3. This is going to be incredible.
The end of 2025 is coming to an end quickly. It is a banger, and we have 2 incredible casters bringing you the finale. On the mic for this one, give it up for Miles and Chance.
Thank you so much, team. Well, 3-3 going into this one. I mean, again, it's third time the charm for the boys of Surge. Optic have been here before. To go back-to-back would be incredible. The storylines are writing themselves here at Champs, but for now, I just want to see how these next 2 go.
I mean, you talk about how necessary the Grand Finals experience is for this team. Again, very young squad rolling through. 0-4 stuffed out both the majors they made it to. Well, here they are, winning S&Ds, winning respawns as well. But the theme in the world of competitive Call of Duty, S&D wins championships. Here we are at the biggest stage, the biggest chip. And right now, Vancouver Surge have been flawless in this game mode. Abuza with a 2.5 KD, and he's the one sealing the deal in the round 11 as well. A monster in the game mode. They're looking to get the edge.
The craziest thing again about the way this matchup has come. Surge seem to be such a strong hardpoint team. They have not necessarily had the goods there. But wow, the Surge has been great. This is going to be quite the headbutt. The stuns and nades will tell a different story. That's a +3 on that one alone.
This just stopped them in their tracks. Wow, the utility perfect right there from Optic. And now that initial plan from Vancouver, they're going to have to readjust.
And they're playing so quietly. Oh yeah, you saw 1, 2. Hello, that's a problem. Neptune bites off way more than he can chew. A ton of damage done, and Abuza unable to catch a single tag.
Wow, again, that is all from the stuns and nades, stopping him in their tracks and backing Vancouver down. Great shoulders being thrown. Shotzi not going to get caught this time.
I'm not going to give this one up just yet. Mercules will be on the flank in a moment. You're not going to win these trades. You're just not. Optic strike first. Solid as a rock.
Flawless. It was Shotzi and Hook throwing the stuns, throwing the nades, landing them on checkers, absolutely dialed in. They get those, and you're just setting up Big Bruce for the final few kills. 3-0 start. Perfect teamwork, and the way Dashy shoots, it's like he's got 2 guns in his hand.
Guy's a walking scythe. It's a throwback, even though he was a Tempest player. First round done. Dashy spree looking pretty good. Hook's going to take the bomb his own way. The rest of the squad going to fight for that top hallway control. Classic looks, but wonderful team shot, and Abuza has to stay down.
Yeah, that was a bold square. Neptune is isolated on the site, but he is challenged. Him in 0-4, there you go. The coverage from the top rope, and Dashy is on a 4 spree. And that's going to fall short. Vancouver Surge, perfect round on defense, trading back and forth. Efficient work. They are squaring in the windows. Nasty and Abuza playing with 0 fear.
You see this final kill. Dashy just goes a little wide. Any closer there to those barrels, and he may have been able to take that 1v1 without any other interruptions, but 1-1. Here on Hacienda.
In Vancouver, now that they have trophies to work with, maybe the B-Strat can still be effective. Maybe they want to make the adjustments. We know Vancouver, a team guaranteed to have a strong game plan rolling in. Neptune taking the bomb over towards Zay. His 3 teammates. We challenge mid. We're challenging the windows again. Abuza lives for it, loves it. fried. Mercules and Dashi come out on top. You might not be playing with fear. Now Neptune shook in a 1v4.
He's still got a bomb. And he's got space to play with. So at this point in time, Optic is going to be set up, find a corner, cover as much of the map as possible. You have an overwhelming advantage right now. Do you have the good luck on your side? No need for it. 2-1 Optic.
Yeah, and commanding again in these top hallways. Dashi's 5-1, Mercules 2-1. The ARs for Vancouver. Nasty 1-3, and Abuja 0-2. If you're able to control these windows, you control the middle of the map. That is the massive access point to go anywhere. Through the dark hall, through connector, through open hall over towards rock, or through the middle of the map for a pinch. You win those initial gunfights, the rounds become so easy. The Chows right now, Optic happy for them with the 2-1 lead.
3-1 split here from Vancouver defensively. A lot of love towards the A-bomb site, but no one's home. It's all going down at B. A single solitary stun, and now a swimming shot to get yourself over there. 04's got a lot of work to do.
Oh, Dashi might have a pick as well if number 7 overcommits. There's a lot of action happening. Dashi's going to back down in the perfect time. Bomb planted for free, and they have no idea Shotzi's behind you.
Splish splash! He strikes. Oh, and he might be doing it again. No way. A flurry of activity now towards the site. That's going to be the go button called. Hit it, absolutely send it. Fly forward. A lot of damage dealt. Shotzi on that flank finds himself his second on the round. The last man gone. Optic Texas love it when a plan comes together.
No one has ever forgotten about Sharksy. If there is water on a map, he will be there to figure out how to become the master of it. And perfectly played as well. His teammates do their job. Everybody right now from Optic on point on Hasi. A 3-1 lead.
A little throwback there to Zarqwa Hydroelectric.
A throwback to 6-star.
A little bit 6-star too. 3-1 here on Hacienda. Optic winding their sails. Despite the loss in control, they're looking fantastic. A 4 spree from Shotzi.
This is looking like a good read from Optic. Hook's going to be the defender of the A site, but the top hallways right now, Optic are swarming around. They have the dark control.
Yeah, and they absolutely got 3 hit markers there, so you can see the Optic maneuver now. They're looking for 1 man. Like this, a little bit of gunfight now, you know that there are players inside tin. Hook is not going to give that up, and here comes Merc.
And they've just trapped themselves in there. Number 5 is going to be overwhelmed. Mercules here looking for the kill. Great damage on the nades. Great prediction for the outer fences, and he gets out with his life.
That is such a great 1v1 win. Uh-oh, he's running into trouble with Abusa now. Oh, nearly able to get himself 2 out of that, so man advantage Optic.
Nasty's going to be waiting for his teammate Neptune to make the play. But Optic are reading this on the minimap. Dashi's prepared for that chow. 35 seconds left on the clock. And Vancouver could not be more split if they tried.
That's so hard. I mean, at the very least, Nasty's got that bomb, so check your corners, as you do. Nep checks it. Gets away with his life. 2v2, 20 seconds.
The problem is there is not time, and you got a player from Optic on either site. Nasty has to plant.
Hey, Nasty. There's the choice.
Wow.
There's the big win. What a moment. Ample time to get this one down. Here comes Hook. He's going to send it forward. Is he going to be able to get there in time? Is he going to be able to save it? No good. And a 1v1 now. Neptune versus Hook. 2 of the most difficult players to deal with at any given moment. Now they go head to head. Hook to go one way. Neptune goes another, but they will meet. And Hook walks away with a win. That dark corridor, man. That dark corridor is something else. 4-1.
We talked about on the main stage that the heart's got to be thumping. Hook might just be built different. That man is ice cold. No reaction, and he just bailed his team out. That would have been a 2v3 clutch from Vancouver. Hook ripping their heart away.
2 more rounds for Optic is all we need. And they are on attack now. Kyler Garland. Cut from a different cloth.
What a complete player he has become. He has evolved this year. Hook is in his final form.
Again, the stuns are going to be landing over by Rock, but not a lot of intel. Vancouver Surge are going to have to do this with their eyes and their weapons. Exchange of gunfire is going to force a move, and it's not going to allow the bomb to plant just yet.
Flank is open. Shotzi's got well control, but the Lambo pinch is open. The hallways right now, Vancouver are dominating. This is a very uncomfortable spot for Optic to be in.
Depending on how the timing goes.
And they're backing down because Shotzi's cleared the space. Mercules also finds the pick. That's huge. And look at the timing. Shotzi's cleared out the entire map except for Bo, and wow, if he kept going, he would have fallen.
They've got no idea. He's absolutely going to get another hit. 4v2.
Neptune swimming.
Neptune, again, what an uncomfortable round. Able to maybe get something here. You're never going to guess this. Poles apart. As Nep gets involved from the depths. Eyes are on it as Abuza makes his way forward now as well. Will he be able to time this hit correctly?
I mean, King of the Sea is swimming, but it's just such a long route. You are running out of time.
Eyes on Shotzi upstairs. Towards the bomb site. Gets one. Waiting for the trade. It's not going to be there. The pistol was at the ready, but it's not enough. Optic, Texas, map point.
And I don't know how Mercules managed to find that first blood. Optic are trying to evacuate a bad situation, and somehow on the retreat, he finds the pick. Shotzi cleared all the space in the world. And again, his instincts on point. If he continues the push over towards the site, he gets dropped, he stops himself, goes back towards the office, and finds the extra kill. Ridiculous heads-up gameplay. And S&D wins championships right now, and Optic trying to make amends for the first two they fell. A massive 5-1 lead.
This is great. Perfect time to remember how brilliant you are at the mode, fellas. Abuza up top, under a hail of gunfight. The trade's complete, and 04 gets to the party. Better late than never.
2v2 though. You lost space on the other side.
Oh, that's huge from Neptune. A 2v1 situation right now for Shotzi. He's been here before. The stun does not connect, but I do believe they saw him.
He's just trying to play the mind games. He's showing him nothing. No contact at all.
Doing it with a Jackal. He's moving fast. Aims in the back pocket certainly helps his case.
Oh, they know now.
Oh, they know now. There it is. Neptune. What a fantastic round he had.
That's one of the most difficult gunfights in the game. Neptune on that rock. Never going to lose that one. Even with the Jackal at range and a great bounce back round. Again, we talked about that battle in the top hallways, the open access it is going to give you. We thought with the first blood that it was going to be an issue, but as soon as Mercules gets traded, 04 capitalizes straight through the middle of the map. An aggressive play call to make when you're down 5-1, but Vancouver bringing the fight.
5-2. Plenty of opportunities for comebacks we've seen so far at Champs, and not a lot of them actually gone to completion. Shotzi going down low this time. He might be hitting that ladder in a second after the opening salvo gunfire that his teammates walk away with a win.
Again, dude.
That's massive.
Merc has 5 first bloods, by the way.
Shotzi's going to catch himself potentially another one here. Uh-oh, bangs the door.
Nasty heard it.
Yeah, he's been spotted. Bomb planet A, though. Not a whole lot of presence being shown there. 04 might be able to make something happen. Hello. In the back. 3v2. Luke down low. Dash on the outside fences. Surge do not have the numbers, and they are running out of time.
It's the perfect setup for Optic.
Flat side. You've seen Dasher in the hop. He's caught out 04. Has he seen the second man? He has. He has indeed. 1v2.
No time.
No time whatsoever. Hook can dance his way into the next map. Rip 04 a new one. Optic take the lead. Tournament point going in a rewind.
One map away to be back-to-back world champions. Shotzi and Dashi so close, and Hook and Merc now to join them. The advantage, they got their get back on the S&D in dominant fashion as well. Shotzi double-digit game he was just able to throw up. And Mercules, the young man on the squad, 5 first bloods, squaring up round after round in those top hallways. He was destructive.
And this on paper coming into this matchup was something that many pundits were talking about. The AR dominance that Optic Texas should have. That was a perfect example of what it looks like when both their mains are working together. He and Dashi run on those top hallways, and it gives the submachine gun so much space to play with. They can do anything they want. They can swim, they can take their routes through tin, they can find those kills, they get those bombs down, you name it. Optic pulling out the search and destroy when they needed it the most.
And even that like instinct for Mercules, right? He's got a player in tin, tagged up one shot. A lot of times that turns into a slide battle. They're playing for the timings. He read the player trying to evacuate perfectly. His Call of Duty instincts. I honestly, I can't believe we just didn't know about this guy in Challengers to this level. Like, he is right now one of the best players in the game in every game mode, at every level. Incredibly impressive. Of course, joined by a whole host of world champions around them.
And man, what a map as well, man. The 1v1s, it's the world champions. It's the composure in these moments to not make a mistake, to let your opponent come to you, to just play your game that you have trained on, you have rehearsed all year long. Bring out the very best in yourself here at Champs. Nep's gonna kick himself for that 1v1. Right gun for the job, right position. That hurt bad. But again, Hook, no reactions.
Yeah, ice cold. But now one map away, and Optic fans will be the most insufferable they have ever been. And after the year that they've had, they deserve it. It has been a roller coaster year for this squad. Topsy-turvy on the roster decisions. A gift of Mercules that they get handed. And Hook, that again is an entirely complete player and a complete person. Has to be one of the best, if not the best teammates in the league, a consummate professional. What a special tournament Optic have had. The green wall, I mean, they're gonna go buck wild.
And they should. You're absolutely right. Karma and JP on stage for Optic. The final fist bumps before they sent their boys into Rewind to play for that trophy right there, to play for another set of rings. It means everything to the players on stage. It means so much to the boys of Surge.
Digging deep.
Heartbreak after heartbreak in grand finals before, and here at Champs, they have put themselves in the best possible position. They have to now win a hard point to force a final map, to force Game 9. We now really test their resolve. We test their mental game. Optic, can you close it out here? End it. Or are we going the distance? Rewind, hard point. We missed you. Here we go, once again. Will this be for the championship, or will it be for a final map? Let's find out.
A map that reminds us of the past. And of course, just a year ago, Optic hoisted that trophy. Legacy defining moment for these players. Optic, the most criticized players in Team and Call of Duty. To go back-to-back solidifies them as living legends.
This is it. Rewind, hardpoint. Map number 8. And P1 is electrifying. Plenty of space to play with, a lot of nice angles. Shotzzy has got free reign of wherever he wants to go right now. Good news, he's all over the place. Bad news, he's not got any kills yet. Collapse now on all his time. Who's going to be there driving the Timber Spear? And SO4 gone as well. Halfway through the point, they get the break.
It's so quick. He's got both weapons. The spawns have already been flipped. You trade off 10 seconds of the initial time to have the advantage long-term. Optic already in a good spot.
Hey, a great spot. Nice damage. Oh, what a battle with Neptune.
Those pesky doors.
pesky doors. Been saying that for 5 years.
Oh, and 04 is completely unaware. Yeah, he has no idea where he's going. Optic, well, they've locked down the spawns for P2. A money hill when you get it. It's a little bit of a battle. Abuza's here for some presence, and Abuza doing everything he can, but as he gets traded out, Optic right back in time.
Right back in time. And they've got the spawns up close and personal, ready to get in position for this next wave. Vancouver finding at least one now on the approach. Shotzzy takes care of 04. Neptune on him. The wave is not complete just yet. Last man, Merc, down and out. Vancouver effective on the attack.
Yeah, huge bounce back. You need to get that P2 break for them, and he trade out Hook as well. So Vancouver Surge clearly bringing the fight. They needed that moment. Now a little bit of life. They're going to take the lead as well. Optic, maybe one final hit to see if they can strip away this P2 time.
If Bruce is not going to check that, that's going to be another couple of freebies now. Shotzzy surely will with a quick contest. Nasty winning another big one. Vancouver taking the lead.
And now these players flipping out. Number one going to flip out there from Hook, and this is an opportunity for Surge to try to run it down and flip those spawns. Mercury's on the back line though, holds it secure, but he falls. Optic, everybody spawning out, in Vancouver in prime position.
Vancouver in a big spot now to run it up. Let's go for a listen in.
One is speed Hook. He's gonna go Jen, okay? Yo, block, listen, one more.
Wait. Yo, I don't see the guys.
Square one shot,
Yo, I'm pitching inside ways. Yo, one big glass, one big glass.
Someone is big guys. I can't, that's two big glass, guys.
Push out,
I'm gonna spin out behind you.
Nice. Yo, square. I think the guy deep in the back.
Yeah, did that team, bro. He's on you, he's on you.
I can push you. Watch out. Front burger on time. Lay down.
Top of the track.
very close.
One's gonna be mid on me. One is big guys.
He's done. Harsh,
One shot.
One shot.
Back to mystery. Dashy, one shot back to mystery.
Yeah, we didn't block him.
Yo, he's in office. Or he's on you.
I'm gonna finish with
Yo, deep left, police car. Take your
I'm walking slow.
There might be king for...
He died.
He died.
Nice.
Good shit. Yo, more time.
Nice.
Get time.
Yeah, we're blocking.
You want that? Should have think about that. Yo, one more car. Office.
I'm out core.
I'm coming up here.
One shot. Core. It's gonna go
Right, Dashy, one more SWAT, lay down.
On top of the SWAT track. He's Adi, back Adi. Nice, one on time now.
Stay on time. I'm going office.
DP Dashi.
One shot.
He's calling me. I'm out left.
Let's go. I'm up here, baby, go.
I'm on you. Yo, the BJ. I got her. I'm in you.
Yo, transit.
What's wrong? Wait.
What's my foot? On the track, guys.
Somebody one shot.
Somebody dead.
I'm sitting
Zig. One shot. He went TV.
Yo, I'm need help.
I'm not saying I need you. Zig.
I need your Zig.
One is before Dashi. Nice, one more.
One of them is pitching you.
That's one fucking front. That's one late to like 18.
I'm office. I'm getting a
I'm waiting for you.
Yo, core pitch.
Nice.
Let's get some P2. Let's get P2.
I'm saying out nobody. Say down. I front.
One shot, maybe. P2 weak. P2 then.
Under Zig.
One more.
Our first set of hard points coming to a close, and Vancouver Surge absolutely elated in the comp.
Oh, you can feel that energy. These guys are all everywhere on the map. They even got a P4 break when they needed it. Now they got a 70-point lead. They are cooking.
And Neptune is winding up for something here. He has got undetected. The final dagger in the south of Optic here. Shotzzy moves his way out of action, but what a hold and what a scoreline from Surge.
And they're reading it too. They know the pressure's coming through P2. Neptune, though, the timing doesn't go his way, so he's overwhelmed. 30 seconds left on P1. That is time worth fighting for. And Optic win every single gunfight. It's a 70-point gap right now between these two teams. Optic are in control.
That's a succulent 20 seconds. You absolutely won. Nasty on the contest. Best you can hope for here. Kills ideal. But at this point, don't let them get any more time. Abuza on the late hit, and shots are in. Going toe-to-toe once again with Shotzzy. for the dying seconds. And the rotation is on, and it is going to be Dashy in position first.
And the breaks for Vancouver have set them apart. And wow, they just get the spawn. Optic, no one's in the back. H just going to be there. And I think Dashy reads it, but maybe a little bit too late. Maybe not. Big Bruce drops him, but it's not enough. It is still a square fight going through. You're trying to get the pressure if you're Abuza, but he just doesn't have the help.
Abuza, he's run forward. He's found a couple of kills. Traded out for the man by back dumpsters. And out of net. Over the top. Brucey gets it on the turn, but 04 still on time. Mercules with the trade.
That is unbelievable. I mean, Dashy sets it up just to keep things mixy, but you are afloat on the P2. The break does not actually roll through. Admittedly, still a massive lead right now on Rewan. One final hit for the final 20. Nazi's reading it, ready for the pinch, gets the kill. 2 in the feed there from Optic, and they should be able to clean house.
Yeah, it should. Whoa, he does it, and the nades are perfect. The perfect nade, but not enough for the kill.
They flip spawns, and now it's what, a 65-point game. Optic are here. They're set up around the new time. Let's go for a listen in.
Yo, on me, outer left. She's 18, 18. They're 18 Abuza, 18 Abuza.
Watch out, boys.
I'm trying to get you down here, Cho.
In the corner.
Mid pillar, one shot. Mid door, one shot.
Watch out in the corner.
Other guys, mid door, one shot on the pillar.
Watch out. Take it away. He's on time. He's on time.
Sunday time.
Let's go. Left corner. Watch out.
We're dead. Close flip car. Flip car, hit him twice. Laying down on the flip car. One red, blue. One blue, one flip car.
Flip car 04.
Okay, stay down.
There's go
They're gonna go left. They're gonna go left.
Time dead.
I have your help.
On me, flip car.
Flip car.
Yo, we're missing one on the left. We're missing one on the left.
Mid pillar abusing.
18 on time on me.
18, trying to get through. Watch out, color.
Yeah, there's
I'm playing for him.
Pillar, just hold.
So 18?
Yeah, he's all the way around somewhere. What's pushing through net?
I don't see. Yo, he's dead.
They're spawning yellow. Block.
Yeah, we're good. They're spawning on deep. Alright, I'm picking up left.
They're gonna play through the left, boys.
I know.
They're all gonna play through left.
I'm playing for him.
Maybe that put through. Back down, one of them.
I have to go P1.
Yo, deep left on me.
Yeah, I'm staying P1.
Deep left on me.
P1 dead.
Deep left, one shot, Nep. There's 2 left. Nep and Abuza. One went court. Court to office. You might hit the back left. I have your back left, bro.
That's him.
Yeah, another one deep left.
One more P3 court.
I'm bumping off. Help front. I bumped office.
He's already cop car, I think, guys.
I have the cross now. He could already cross.
Cop car dead.
Nice, good job. I have the cross. Look left.
Yo, mid. He's mid door.
Kill left.
Nep is going front door. Front door, Nep.
I'm ironing with you.
I have front door in a second. Front door.
Wait, he's absolutely another one right. Deep right.
Stay down. Yeah, he's on the cop car. Alright, they're all gonna go front.
Sit down.
I think there's one.
I spawn out.
I have your help. Nasty dead.
One more on time.
There's 2 on time. Other guys.
Watch that. Pressure that.
Okay, I'm on.
Shot one.
Child front.
He's front.
Nasty deep. Child dead. Other guys deep in front.
On close back door me. Back door.
He's still back. He child you. Child the back door.
I know.
Short. 2 on 0. 1 his close court. Court and 2 on.
Yo, 2 front of me. Alright, 2 court.
Set up new.
They're gonna ape time.
Yeah, 2 court.
Have your help.
You need to go mid door. Yo, I'm gonna spawn P2. I'm pretty. Never mind, we're good.
Okay, he's absolute court. Soak that shit. He went towards front. I'm getting a trophy on you.
What's your side? One shot.
I have a safe mid.
2 their side. 3 their side.
They're all their side.
Challenge. I naded them their side. Naded their side. They're both weak. Other guys weak.
2 on time.
On time.
Wait. Take our time. We got splits.
Wait, what's the court?
Maybe with you.
Not by me. He's in between.
In between one shot. There are two. Other guys one shot. In between.
Nasty. Nice. One more.
Stay alive.
One shot of Pusa. Cannot be the weaker.
Nice. Gonna keep playing.
Unbelievably tense. Listen in. Optic pull a miraculous comeback. It's still not quite enough to maintain the lead, and Surge are in.
This has been a wicked trade battle on this hill. I mean, it is a battle of tug and war and Optic. Well, they get the advantage on the time. The comeback is here. It is a 10-point game going into noon.
Into P1. A slight lead for Surge. They do not have position. They do not have control of the point. And here we go, banging out time. Sending it forward. Oh! 3 dead. Nazi, last man. Has to try to maintain. Lead change.
You gotta go. You gotta hit the go button. Shots gonna slam that door shut. All guns forward. No open lanes. Optic have the lead, and they are taking over.
They're holding it. They're holding it together. Dashy's got the right covered. Next attack here from Surge. Things are starting to get dicey. It's another 3 dead. Neptune is there. He gets it. He's down and out. It might be it. You have to hold.
This is it right here, right now. Optic, they got it. The team kills are rolling through. They're gonna get it done.
10 seconds for the championship. Hook fighting in.
Neptune on the contest. Do we buy enough time for another point? Dashi steps up, brought down. Rotation is on. Optic are there.
And they're spawning there too. Every single player here, and Shotzi to seal the deal.
Final fight. Shotzi's there. Nasty dives. It's history in the making. Back to back. World champions. Optic Texas. It is a fairy tale come to life.
Holy shit. Back-to-back champions. Back-to-back champions. Yo. Oh my god, bro. What a fucking match. What a fucking match. Holy shit. What a match. Holy, bro. What a match. What a fucking match, bro. Hook, Shotzi, Merc, Dashi. All get a ring, bro. Oh my god.
Optic are your back-to-back 2024
Holy,
and 2025 champions.
What an insane match.
Thank you, Blaze. Today, history is made. We crown our first ever back-to-back champions. I want to congratulate the entire Optic organization, from Hector to Coach Karma, Coach JP, and most of all, I want to congratulate these special players. Hoop, Mercules, Shotzi, Dashi. The resilience you've shown throughout this winding season is nothing short of inspirational. And so I'm proud to announce that our 2025 Call of Duty League champions are Optic Texas. Yeah! It's all yours.
The 2025 Call of Duty World Champions, back-to-back Optic Texas. Champions, and why I got Coach JP here. JP, you have seen this roster go through some of the toughest times, some of the best times, and now go back to back as world champions. Talk to me about what y'all been through, and what does this win mean for the Optic crew?
It means everything. You know, they always say it's always darkness before dawn, bro. We had a lot of dark times, a lot of valleys. I'm just so thankful for everyone supporting us throughout all of that. You know who the real fans are right there, bro. So thank you guys for all for the support. Thank you guys all to the back, all the staff you guys don't see at Optic. They're always supporting us, even through the downs, the lows. We come back rising. We got prepared for this. Lunch back to back.
They won back to back. They sure did right there, okay? Now I want to move on over here to Hook, okay? Make some noise for Hook, everybody. Hook, this is your second Call of Duty World Championship, and you did this one on land, baby. How does it feel to win in front of this crowd?
I am truly speechless. I
know you're a man of little words, Hook, and you've been grinding your whole life for this moment. I know it's big.
Yeah, no, I really just want to say thank you to everyone here. Thank you to my family back home. Thank you to the Green Wall. My girlfriend, thank you. This has been a year for me, so I'm just so thankful, man. Thank you, guys.
Show some more love to Hook, everybody. Get it done. Now I want to move on over to Bruce.
Yo, oh shit.
Getting your second ring out here. It's been a crazy season for you and Shotzi throughout all the team changes, throughout winning last year. Talk to me about how does it feel to go through all that adversity to be the first ever back-to-back Call of Duty World Champion?
I mean, it sounds surreal, even you just saying it right now, but I'm just super proud of the boys. Me and Ant have been in an absolute movie this year. It's been absolutely chaotic, but I'm glad I got a ring in Canada, you know, from my fellow Canadians.
Yeah! Shout out, man! You know where he's from! Get it done at home, baby, okay?
Pass the mic.
Now pass the mic on over to Shotzi as I walk down between you two over here towards the end, okay? Shotzi, right before your birthday, you go back to back as a Call of Duty champion. Talk about an early birthday gift for you. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling amazing, man. This is, you know, a dream come true, especially winning with Mace his rookie year. I'm proud of the boys and of myself, man, seriously.
I know it's a big one, okay? I know it's a big one. And now, you officially get your third ring. Enjoy some of the greats of Call of Duty history. How does that feel?
It's amazing, man. I'm just grateful, honestly, is the best way to put it. I'm speechless right now, and I love the fans. I fucking love the Green Wall, man. Seriously.
There you go, there you go. Now hand me this mic real quick. I want to just put it over here. But before I do that, I need to talk to one of the hottest young superstars to ever enter the CDL in his third event, winning a world championship. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you your MVP of the championship, Mercules! Man, oh man. Merc. Now you've been a man of few words with me as well throughout some of these interviews, but you have worked so hard to get to this moment. You have achieved the dream that so many Call of Duty players want to achieve in the time in which you have. Talk to me about what it means to be on this stage, look at this crowd, and to become a Call of Duty Championship MVP.
It feels insane. It wouldn't have been possible without the team. Thank you guys for giving me the chance, Hector, and I just appreciate all the support from the Green Wall, man. Thank you guys.
There you go, everybody. Make some noise for Mercules. He is so happy to be a part of this squad. Now, I want to come on over and talk to a man who has been a part of 5 Call of Duty World Championship victories throughout his career. We were calling him DB4, but now he is DB5 on the main stage. Karma, how does it feel to hold another one of these?
I mean, shit, that was a fast turnaround, you know. I mean, the way this year started, I don't know if any of us thought this was going to happen, and I was nervous as shit that match. You know, I'm sweating, but it's great, and you know, I couldn't get the last 2 without these guys, so shout out to them. I mean, dude, they put in so much work. Like, I'm so happy with how they handled this year. I mean, it was rough. You know, we were in the deepest of the deeps that you could possibly be. And to turn it around, we brought Mason back. Or we got Mason on the team, brought Kyler back, and dude, they were just a different beast the last month.
They were a different beast, but the right green monster that these fans needed to get another world championship. Everybody, make some noise for Karma. Now let me talk to El Capitan over here. Hex, how proud of you of these boys to get the 3rd Call of of Duty World Championship for the Green Wall, and to cement yourself in history, having the most championships of any org, and to be the first organization to go back-to-back.
First and foremost, like everything about this entire year has been just insane. Nobody could have written a better script. I could be prouder than these guys. I can't thank enough the Green Wall for showing up as strong as they always do. I want to say a special thanks to everybody back at home. I want to T-Mobs. We have Roger. We have James Page. Everybody in Optic. I want to say hello to my obviously beautiful wife, Liv. And I tell you, Call of Duty is a sport that will be as big as it possibly can if we continue to be as resilient as we have been this entire year.
Yep.
Mercules, you are the man. Shotzi, I want you to do the honors and give those to the boys. Hook and Mercules finally get their chains. I am so proud. Give them a round of applause, boys and girls. Yeah, here.
Come on, let's get them crowned up here on the main stage. But one more time, everybody in the venue, I want you guys to blow the roof off the eye. Make some noise for your world champions of the 2025 season, Optic Texas.
Mike off with cuts.
They say they treat you differently if you win a trophy. 3 events in, Mercules lifting the trophy, earning MVP honors at the biggest event of the year as Optic goes back-to-back. History in the making. This event blew all of our minds. No one saw a 7-seed versus A-seed in the winter final. No one saw Optic going on a perfect run, and no one saw this championship match going as deep as we did.
Yeah, I mean, that was the big question, right? Should Surge do it? And I just want to say, like, congrats to Surge. It was a hell of a year for those guys.
Yes.
They put on an incredible final. I think they're going to go back and watch that, and it's going to be tough to watch because there were a couple of moments, they were a few moments away from potentially winning this thing, but that's when you call upon your superstars. That's what Optic is built on. They found those moments, they took advantage of them, and well, that's why they're back-to-back champs.
3 championship matches for Vancouver Surge on the season, but it's Texas raising the trophy, and of course, the MVP going to Mercules. We talked about it in the green room. It was a highly debated subject. But Mercules since day one has been that guy, and it's more than just the numbers. The comms have changed the game for Optic. They are now reaching their true potential.
I mean, my God, like, who would have thought, like, in the way that everything rolled throughout the entirety of this season for Optic Texas, it took one guy, just like the opponent on the other side of that stage, to overturn this team for Optic Texas, and he was unbelievable since they put him in, even throughout the entirety of this weekend. As a rookie with a 1.4 overall is absurd on the literal biggest stage. Me and Ant said it. If he had come in earlier in the beginning of the year, easily a contender for Rookie of the Year. This guy's been unbelievable for this team.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you know what they say about players in Call of Duty? When you can elevate the people around you, that's when you know someone is truly special. And I mean, we saw Dashy's best performances alongside Mercules, Shotzi able to take over, and, you know, Hook sort of being the captain in the comms alongside Mercules. This team just had such a crazy turnaround. They were on the cusp of not making it to champs. We get here and they steamroll everybody and they avoid the game 9 to close it out. What a story. You couldn't even write something like this, Chris.
I mean, he was just frying every single game. I think the biggest thing was really his search and destroy, right?
Yeah.
It feels like
in control.
I mean, this guy turned that around for them, and even when they lose a couple in the final, he was a big part of the reason why they should bring it back. And then just in that final map, he starts to bring out a sub, starts to get multi-kills, and yeah, Optic's able to close it out.
Yeah, he gets 5 first bloods in the Hosty search and destroy, and then you think about him in control. When he joined, they became the best control team in the game. So just impact areas that he improved almost immediately since joining. 2025 Champs MVP as a rookie.
3rd event, by the way.
There is a new Iceman in the league, best search and destroy rank in the event. He leads his team to victory tonight as Optic Texas celebrates their 2nd dub in a row. Here they are on the stage one more time. Merc, you have watched these guys in a while. Just how strong was their performance tonight?
I mean, unbelievable. Like they were battle tested. They had to step up in big moments. Surge, they would not go down, right? Like they had these knocked out punches from Shotzi, incredible plays, and Surge kept fighting. But I think, listen, it was what, tied up 3-3. They had to win. You know, that search and destroy, and that put them in the driver's seat.
Absolutely. And I mean, you think about like everything they've gone through throughout the entirety of this season. This is an Optic Texas team that is used to the crowd being behind them, is used to finding a lot of success, and they were in the trenches this season. The tenacity it takes for them to turn around that main stage when they finally pulled some blood, unbelievable.
It was impossible to choose just one play. So your Scuff play of the tournament. It's the winning moment. Optic Texas locking it in. Nameless, walk me through the final kills here in Hardpoint.
Yeah, I mean, this was beautiful. On back-to-back rotations, they just secured P1, right? You force them to spawn out glass, you're finding all the kills, and you just know where they're going to be. You've seen Shotzi earlier on rotation to this hill. He ended up finding a couple huge kills on the street, which allowed them to flip. And now you get over towards P2, where it's Shotzi once again closing the game out with a massive three-piece as Surge starts to funnel in. Shotzi throughout this series just had some crazy plays. He made a montage versus Surge.
The fans travel well as the green wall celebrates behind their team. Dashy going back to back in his 8th and 9th championship appearances. What a ridiculous story it has been for this team all year.
Dude, they literally averaged like top 6 this year.
I know.
I mean, they were the 7th seed, almost 8th seed, almost. We were talking about them potentially not qualifying at champs.
And Joe, they enter some conversations now. You're talking about Shotzi, 3 world championships
Hall of
in
Famer.
6 years, an AR player in Dashy, one of the best of all time, 2 world championships. They're going to enter some awesome conversations. Surefire Hall of Fame.
You take a look at Optics Road, it went through phase. Our number 2 seed, a hot, shocking 3-0. 3-0 over Ultra, our number 3 seed. It kept rolling against Boston Breach. And here in the grand final, truly tested against Vancouver Surge, a team that has been to 2 grand finals this season. Optic says no. A 5-3 shuts the door as they take home $800,000 in our first place prize.
I mean, we said it, you get to double your cash here in this moment, and not that those boys needed it, but they solidify $800,000. But still, there was a lot of shocks in that stage as well. And as we go back to Maine, I mean, you can just see smiles across the board for Optic Texas, an unbelievable run.
This event is done, but Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is not done quite yet. We are headed to Riyadh for EWC. The Esports World Cup action kicks off July 24th through the 27th with $1.8 million on the line. It'll feature 12 CDL teams and 4 Challenger squads who qualified this weekend. On behalf of everyone behind the scenes, it has been an incredible season. 2025 is in the books. Hop on Twitter if you have any photos from the weekend. Tag us all. Thank you for being a part of one of the greatest esports in history.
My babies. Come on.
Yeah. I was born with the story. I was born for the glory. Through the heat and the rain. Can't deny and ignore me. I'm bred for commitment. Signed up for a mission. Yeah, it comes with the price. It's all in the description. My time has arrived. I can't hesitate. Nothing is in my way. Knocking down barricades. On a different type of time. Dreams are never late. From the jump, I'm the person you can never break.
Well, everybody, that'll be it for the 2025 Call of Duty Championship. See you next year.